This is Farmington Knights football on KDKZ Channel 18.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Hale Memorial Stadium and Jack Richardson Field on the campus of Farmington High School on this first Friday night of high school football. I'm Aaron Cox, live on Froggy 96, 95.9 FM, and on the World Wide Web at froggy96online.com. It's week one. It's a fair game for each side of this ball club. The Farmington Knights get the home opener here as they'll be taking on the visiting LaDue Rams. We talked to both head coach Eric Krupe along with head coach Mike Tarpey of the LaDue Rams, who made a very long road trip down Highway 67 from northern St. Louis. Farmington won the coin toss, and they're going to defer to the second half as they will elect to let the LaDue Rams receive the football here tonight. It's Farmington, it's LaDue, it's a Friday night in the state of Missouri. It's high school football time. It's a warm one. Talk to me in about 8 weeks when it's 35 degrees outside, and I'll want this warm weather back. Again, I'm Aaron Cox. You can download the TuneIn radio app, listen to this broadcast anytime, anywhere. Also, we film this broadcast in this game to re-air Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock on KDKZ Channel 18. Farmington is going to kick the ball. Number 20, Braden Krause, is going to put the foot into it. Back to receive, number 21 for LaDue. That is James Bell. The ball is going to hit the end zone in a long tumble into the bandstand. So we'll start around the 25-yard line. We're underway, quarter number one, live on Froggy 96 and froggy96online.com. We got other broadcasts in progress. Park Hills is at home with that brand new field. They host in the Sullivan Eagles. That was a close game last year as Park Hills Central came away a 3-0 defeat over Sullivan in week number one. That game was Sam Lawson, currently in progress on 107.1 The Zone. It is the LaDue Rams on offense. They're going to set it up as the quarterback, number 7. That's Jack Fox. And to stop a play from the side official, flag's going to come in. He's going to talk to LaDue's Chuck Burton. And it's a false start on LaDue, so they're going to back him up 5 yards. So now we'll go back to the 15-yard line. No score here in quarter number one, week number one. Fox is going to line up. He's going to take the first snap. He hands it off to his tailback. Around the corner, number 4, that's James Scott. Scott comes around the left side. Brought down on the tackle by Farmington's number 22. Farmington getting off to a good start on the tackle. That was Chris Smith. Smith on the tackle for the Farmington Knights. Just 20 seconds into the first quarter. No gain on the play. It'll be a second down at about 10.5 to go. Farmington and LaDue here on Froggy 96 and froggy96online.com. As the quarterback, Fox takes the snap. Up the middle, they try it. A host of Farmington Knights, including Patterson, Smith, and Pham, going to wrap him up. The ball carrier, number 1, Chino Davis. No gain on the play. It's a 3rd and 10 here for the LaDue Rams as they're the first on offense. Farmington wins the coin toss and deferred to the second half. Play clock down to 18. Plenty of time for LaDue here on a 3rd and 10 from their own 20. 10:50 in the first quarter. Expect water breaks in each quarter tonight. The quarterback takes the snap. That's Fox. He's going to roll to the right. Looks for an open receiver. Goes to the right side. Connects with Chuck Burton on the right side of the field in front of the Farmington sideline. Gets him at the 30. He turns and collects another 5. He gets up to the LaDue 35-yard line. So a first down for the Rams. 10:38 to play first quarter. It's a first down here for LaDue. No score so far. Underway in our broadcast, made possible in part by Grand Rental Station and Signs, etc. LaDue on their own 35. Fox lines up 3 receivers to the left and a flag here from the side judge. He's going to run to the official in the back. 10:38, the clock is stopped in the first quarter. Again, no score. It's LaDue ball. This penalty is going to be on Farmington, as Farmington's going to start backwards. It's an offsides on the Farmington Knights, the preliminary call. That'll move LaDue an extra 5, set them at their own 40. Fox again, 3 wides to the left, 1 to the near side on the right. Fox lines up. He's going to hold, looks for a receiver, and a near interception. Farmington off the tip of the fingers, number 80. That was Farmington on the near interception. That was Logan Dotson. Dotson had a finger on it but couldn't quite pull it in.
Broken up by number 80, Logan Dotson.
So no gain on the play. 2nd and 5 from the 40-yard line. LaDue's going to line up 2 wides to each side, 2 to the near, 2 to the far side. Fox will come in a shotgun. He's going to back it up, looks to pass on the left side again, and it's over his intended receiver, number 17. That was Jared Smith on the near side. Incomplete pass and a 3rd and 5 for LaDue at 10:30 to play first quarter. Traditionally, it's Fox lining up with Davis on his right side. He had 2 wides on each side the last go-around. We'll see if he does the same formation again. 3rd and 5. 2nd and 3rd down conversion needed here for LaDue to keep the drive alive. The first offensive possession of the game. Switch a few receivers around. He's got 2 again on the right, 2 on the left. He's going to move Davis this time to his left-hand side as Fox looks with 3 seconds on the play clock, takes a snap, drops back. Davis guards, looks to throw. The pocket's closing out, and he keeps on his feet, and he gets across the 45 to the 47. And it's a LaDue first down on the quarterback keeper by senior quarterback Jack Fox. Noah Patterson on the tackle, along with Smith. Cluck along with Patterson and Smith and on the tackle for defense on Farmington. Those names you're going to hear quite a bit this season. Now talking to head coach Eric Krupe, a lineman that's going to be missed on defense tonight is Charles Rhodes with a slight injury. 1st and 10 from their own 45. LaDue hands off. The quarterback puts it into the chest of Davis as the sophomore gains 2. It's a 2nd down and 8. Barron on the tackle, 9:50 and rolling here in the first quarter. No score as LaDue keeps their offensive drive alive. Other games going on tonight on the Dawkins radio dial. Dave Ward is on the road down I-55 to Kennett, Missouri, following the Fredericktown Blackcats on AM 1450 and 103.9 The Mix. You can listen to that game currently in progress. Also a delayed start to 8 o'clock. Most of the area games didn't start till 8 o'clock. It's a 2nd down and 8. Fox takes the snap, fakes the pass to Davis, who falls to the ground. Fox rolls around, back to the 40. A long pass over the top of his intended receiver, James Bell. Bell was all the way down in the Farmington 43, went out of bounds. Incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down and 8. 9:22 to play. No score. A few change-ups here for LaDue as they're going to substitute a few guys in and out as they look to convert once again on 3rd down. This will be their 3rd go-around. They've been pretty consistent on that 3rd down conversion, which they've kept this drive alive. Farmington again won the coin toss but deferred. 3 wide receivers to the far right, 1 to the near left. Fox lines up with Davis on his right, takes the snap. That's Whitley. Long pass to a receiver all alone, number 15 to the line. Paul Flynn goes down, giving chase, and not going to be able to stop him. Logan Dotson had him by the coattail, but it's not going to happen. A long pass and a long run for Paul Flynn. But he stepped out of bounds, I believe, near the Farmington 6-yard line. So it is not a touchdown yet. We won't make it an official call. Looks like the official caught him on the side as he stepped out of bounds. So it'll be a 1st and goal from the Farmington 6. Flynn Davis thought he had the goal line, but he stepped out of it. 9:13 to play first quarter. No score, but here's LaDue knocking on the Farmington door for sure. Now Farmington knows they got to cover as they've seen themselves in trouble already. Fox looks over to the sideline for LaDue, wondering what the play is. They're not set, and they got to burn a timeout. They had 4 seconds on the play clock, and LaDue's got to call one. A timeout comes with 9:13 after what we thought was a touchdown by LaDue was stepped out of bounds at the 6. No score here in Farmington. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You love to shop at Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills. There's something here for everybody. You're gonna love it, we know you will. We can give new life to every room, give your home a brand new feel. You love to shop Park Hills.
No score here in Farmington as we come back in the first quarter. Wide receiver, number 15, Paul Flynn, thought he had about a 28-yard touchdown run after a 20-yard pass, but it's going to be incomplete after he stepped out of bounds on the far side of the football field at the Farmington 6-yard line. After a little confusion on the sideline, LaDue would burn a timeout, and here we are back, no score. Fox takes the snap, hands off to Davis. I thought he faked it, but they're going to sack Davis. A big stop for Farmington as Chino Davis thought he had it up the middle, but Farmington's going to put a block on. In on the tackle, none other 35, that was Ethan Barron. Barron in on the tackle, saw Davis coming and stops. 8:50 in Farmington looking to hold and keep LaDue out of the end zone for the first time tonight. Froggy96online.com, listen live anytime, anywhere. It's a 2nd and goal now from the Farmington 6. Fox lines up, Davis on his right, Whitley on his left, takes the snap, looks back to pass on the left side. Inside, Flynn just short and out of the reach of the original receiver who thought he had a touchdown. Paul Flynn, the senior, just out of his grip. So a 3rd and goal now for LaDue. 8:32 to play first quarter, still no score. LaDue is knocking on the Farmington end zone right now. It'll be a 3rd and goal from the Farmington 6. Few substitutions in from the sideline comes LaDue. 20 seconds on the play clock right now. Our broadcast made possible by Brayler Tire and Patsy's Furniture. Bringing you high school football live on Froggy 96, 95.9 FM. Again, I'm Aaron Cox, live in Farmington. Week number 1 of high school football. Farmington and LaDue. As LaDue on the Farmington 6-yard line looking for a goal and a flag, it's going to be a delay of game, as the play clock clearly ran down to 0. It'll be a setback for LaDue, who's now got a little bit longer stretch. Originally thought they had that field goal run after a pass to Flynn, but he stepped out on the Farmington 6. And this is a little bit normal for week number 1, seeing a little bit of sideline confusion, trying to get back into the swing of things. So they'll drop back 5 here. A delay of game will put him on the 14-yard line. So now it's a 3rd and goal for LaDue. As the quarterback, Fox, takes a snap, looks to pass. As the pocket closes, a real quick screen pass to number 8. There goes Chuck Burton up the center and in for 14 yards. And LaDue will score first, and it'll come with 8:20 to play in the first quarter. As LaDue's number 8, that was Chuck Burton, put it in for 14 yards. We wait the extra point. And the TD will be the first for LaDue. The extra point will be kicked also by the quarterback, Jack Fox. Holding the ball tonight will be Paul Flynn, the rookie quarterback in his senior year, was the kicker and punter last year, but takes a quarterback role this year, and he puts it through the upright, square and even. 8:20 to play in the first, and the first points go to LaDue. 7-0 over the Farmington Knights in week number 1. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Are you new or returning to the biker scene? Not quite sure what you're doing? Stop by Steel Horse Junction in Farmington and let them guide you in this exciting lifestyle. At Steel Horse, they don't care what you ride, just as long as you do it safely. That's Steel Horse Junction in Farmington, the old log cabin at the junction of 32 and Highway 00, where we live to ride and ride to live.
Welcome back after the touchdown by number 8, Chuck Burton, after a short screen pass, turned it in for a sweep. 10-yard run into the end zone, and the LaDue Rams will score first here in the first quarter. It's 7-0 as we line up for the kickoff. Our broadcast made possible in part by the Boulevard, along with Hood's Discount Home Center, Ross Minute Mart on St. John Avenue in Farmington, Bella II Salon, and the Steel Horse Junction at the intersections of Highway 00 and 32 in Farmington. Again, good evening. I'm Aaron Cox on Froggy 96 in week number 1 of high school football. Farmington now trails 7-0. Logan Dotson back to receive for the Farmington Knights along with Braden Bond. In to put in the Sweet kick from the right foot, doing the quarterbacking, punting, and field goal kicking tonight is the quarterback, Jack Fox. A long one is going to hit the end zone and bounce out. That's something you heard head coach Mike Tarpey talk about. He really never has to worry about that kick. It's 9 out of 10 times going to go into that end zone. A touchback for the LaDue Rams will put Farmington on the 20-yard line. 7-0 here in the first quarter, 8:20 to play in the first. Yet to see any of our official water breaks, but that'll come here before too long. Farmington's going to start the ball. The quarterback, number 2, Brant Busenbark, going to take the orders tonight. On his left side is Braden Bond. Braden on his left. He's going to put 2 wide receivers, or 3 wides here to the near side. 1 far to the left side. That'll be number 21 by himself. A quick fake and a handoff goes to Braden. A gain of about 3 on the play.
Number 4, Braden Bond on the carry.
Braden Bond will take it up to the Farmington 23-yard line. In on the tackle for LaDue, number 22, James Curran. 20 seconds on the play clock. LaDue leads 7-0 here in the first quarter, 7:55 to play. Farmington on offense for the first time this season as the quarterback, Busenbark, takes the snap and a whistle on the snap. A flag. It's going to be a false start. So that's going to back him up 5 yards, 7:47 to play in the first as the clock will stop. 7-0 LaDue. Our broadcast made possible in part by Clark Power Service, along with the Unitech Career Center and the Cozine Memorial Chapel.
False start against Farmington.
Farmington will line up 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the near side. Put Bond on Busenbark's right, fakes the handoff. Busenbark tries to keep it, gets little to no gain as he's wrapped up by 4 of the LaDue Rams. And on the tackle was Malcolm Davis for LaDue, along with Carter Clark. 7:22 and rolling here in the first. The quarterback keeper wasn't what they were expecting. Now it's a 3rd down and 13 to go. Farmington's playing right now on their own 17-yard line. Just about 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter as Busenbark takes a low snap, hooks it up off the field, and is going to get caught in the backfield. He's going to get sacked for a loss. In on the tackle, Alex Hain, along with number 55, Henry Valor. 6:50 to roll here in the first, and Farmington already in trouble. They're going to have to punt away the ball. It would be a 4th and long. Farmington would be playing from their own 10-yard line, so they got to get rid of this one. And bad news for Farmington. The receiver for LaDue is just standing between the 45 and 50 of Farmington. Back to receive for the LaDue Rams, number 21, James Bell. LaDue up 7-0. 6.5 to play here in the first. Doing the kicking, number 75. Farmington, a high end-over-end punt. Bounces at the 26. Takes a LaDue roll and stops at the 28. Not what you like to see as far as punting will go, but this is the beginning of the year and where you got to start to see where the year's going to go. 6:08 to play, first quarter. Our coverage is made possible in part by Farmington Building Supply, the Walmart Supercenter, Wolford Chiropractic and Acupuncture, along with Barton Insurance Services. LaDue up 7-0 will take over on the Farmington 28-yard line. Thanks for joining us for week number 1 of high school football. Froggy 96 and Froggy96online.com. As head coach Mike Tarpey wants to talk to one of the officials, get a little understanding on a few things. The Black Knight Marching Band in their full attire this evening on a warm August evening, the 22nd of August. 6:08 to play in the first, 7-0 your score. Thanks for joining us for high school football live on your radio and worldwide. Other football games around the area this evening. DeSoto's hosting in Pacific tonight. The North County Raiders are at home against the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Of course, North County is welcoming in fans on their new home field as they put in a new artificial surface, and also welcome new head coach Dave Dallas. Valley Catholic, the reigning Class 1 state champs, are at home hosting in St. Vincent tonight. We'll bring you score coverage on those games later on in the broadcast. Here at Farmington, 7-0 after a water break by the officials, set forth by the Missouri State High School Activities Association. LaDue's Fox, the quarterback, wide receivers, 3 to the right on this far side. He's going to put Davis in motion and hands it up the middle. He takes a block, and then Farmington's going to wrap up at the legs. It'll be a first down for the LaDue Rams. Davis on the carry is going to pick up 12. He's going to get down to the Farmington 16 with 6:01 to play in the first. Robertson on the tackle for the Farmington Knights. Puts up a 1st and 10 for the LaDue Rams. Again, very close in Farmington territory on that 16 hash mark. Fox again will line up. This time he takes Whitley on his right side. 3 wideouts. He puts a man in motion. Then he tries to fire to one of his middle wide receivers. Intended for James Bell, but it's incomplete. Bell started upfield, and he wasn't expecting that quick pass from the quarterback, Fox. He turned, and a fumbled ball will roll out to the sideline and across the track. 5:44 stop first quarter, 7-0 LaDue. Farmington had a tough time going 4 and out on their first offensive possession. Farmington had to punt away the ball, and it landed around the 28-yard line. Fox lines up Whitley. He's going to move him to his left now. 3 wide receivers right side, far out. Fox takes the snap. It's low to the ground, picks it up. A rush comes in, and a short tip ball intended for number 8, Chuck Burton, is incomplete, just off the hands, and good coverage by Farmington. Scotty Robertson on the coverage, taking that linebacker position and covering well. Also good coverage by the corners tonight. Going to see a lot of coverage from Gavin Duncan along with Cameron Haynes and Chris Smith at that cornerback. 5:40 to play first quarter. Again, it's going to be a 3rd down and 10. As Fox will roll out to the right side. A long pass goes down, nearly intercepted. Good coverage by Farmington. Incomplete, and it was intended for Jack May. So it's going to be a 4th and 10 from the Farmington 16. And what they're going to do is they're going to let this young, talented quarterback, and I say young because he's just a rookie quarterback. He's been the kicker punter for the last 3 years for this senior team. And Jack Fox, the quarterback, will attempt a field goal. He'll be kicking it from his own 28-yard line. A long kicker from the Farmington 28, I should say, and a good kick it was. Straight through the uprights. A total of 38 yards when you add the end zone into it. So a 38-yard field goal is good. And LaDue Rams add 3 more on. In the first quarter, Farmington has yet to put up any points. And LaDue will put up the field goal plus a touchdown. 5:30 to play in the first. LaDue leads 10-0 over the Farmington Knights. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Bringing customers.
Signs, etc.
Bringing customers.
Electronic message centers, lighted signs and service, vehicle wraps, awnings, and much, much more. Hello, this is Kevin Harrington with Signs Etc. in Farmington, and these are just a few examples of what we provide our customers. Signs Etc. has served this area for 20 years with quality signage at affordable prices with our best price program. I understand the importance of standing out and grabbing attention of potential customers, and we will help you do just that. Call one of our sign professionals at 756-9000, 800-756-9006, or log on to signsetconline.com and see how Signs Etc. is bringing our customers customers.
Bringing customers.
Signs, etc. Signs, etc.
Welcome back to Hale Memorial Stadium in Jack Richardson Field, as the quarterback for LaDue kicks a 38-yard field goal, making it 10-0 for the LaDue Rams. And then he kicks off the ball well over the end zone. Not only is he a good quarterback, but he's a heck of a kicker at the same time. The touchback puts Farmington playing again on their second offensive drive at their own 20-yard line. Back to receive was Braden Krause along with number 21, Tyler Finch. But that touchback went right nearly to the end zone. Farmington will line up 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. The quarterback, Busenbark, goes left side. This time he's going to connect with Finch. Finch up the left side, makes it up to around the 27-yard line. Tyler Finch on the reception and then turned the corner. He was brought down by Hurst. It'll be 2nd and 4 to go. Farmington playing on their own 26-yard line. A flag comes in after the ball was snapped. We'll wait to see the official call. Preliminary signal, offsides. It's going to be a false start, though, on the Farmington Knights. So set it back 5. 5:06 to play first quarter. LaDue leads 10-0 here on the home opener of high school football across the state. Other games in progress. 107-1 the Zone. Sam Lawson's in Park Hills as the Park Hills Central Rebels host in the Sullivan Eagles. That game in progress right now. Farmington on a 2nd and 9. Left side, long pass. It's complete, but the ball is fumbled. And it looks like on the reception, number 87 on the reception for Farmington. Excuse me, that was number 10, Pham. Pham on the incomplete pass, and it's broken up. No fumble on the play. It was just considered an incomplete pass. About 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Farmington will get set and then look back up at the sideline. Braden Bond will move to the right side of Brant Busenbark. 2 wide receivers to each side, the left and the right. Busenbark takes the snap and another flag on the play. The last one was a false start on Farmington. Here we go again. 2 false starts in a row. Discipline here in this one's going to be a key factor for Farmington. Clock stops 4:48 to play first quarter. The second penalty here on this offensive possession. Our broadcast is made possible by Grand Rental Station, Signs, etc., Brayler Tire, and Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills, all bringing you high school football. Remember, you can watch this game coming up Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock, KDKZ Channel 18. We film the game, replay it for you on our TV station, along with KDKZ18.com. You can watch it there for free as well. 3rd and 13, Farmington. Look off to the sideline. 2 false starts in a row. Going to back him up a total of 10 yards, so some big penalties. Busenbark takes a snap, looks for a pass. He's going to go long in the air, over the top, and intended for number 21. And an incomplete pass was intended for Tyler Finch, but just out of his reach. The quarterback, Busenbark, overthrew him by about 3 yards. He couldn't put it on the afterburners to catch up with that floater. So 4th and long. Farmington's going to have to punt for the 2nd time in the first quarter. Not a good start for the Knights. Number 75 back to punt away the ball for Farmington. The ball is loose and blocked, and it goes out of bounds. A blocked ball, and a flag comes in on the play. LaDue was on coverage and knew what they were looking for. The last punt wasn't a pretty one. This one went out of bounds after LaDue's coverage. A quick snap, and LaDue wasn't going to let any time pass before they rushed the ball. False start against Farmington. LaDue's going to decline the penalty and take the safety. 4:37 to play first quarter, and add a couple more on for LaDue. It's now a 12-0 ball game. So here in the first, after a 14-yard run by Chuck Burton, a 38-yard field goal by the quarterback Fox, and now a safety will make it 12-0. First game here for the Farmington Knights. Other broadcasts in progress across the Dawkins radio dial. Fredericktown on the road, a long 3-hour road trip down I-55 to Kennett, Missouri. Dave Ward is on the radio at AM 1450 and FM 103.9 The Mix. You can actually watch that game as well Sunday starting at noon on KDKZ Channel 18 and KDKZ18.com. Again, other games in progress tonight. The Windsor Owls travel to Afton. Hillsboro is hosting in St. Louis University High School. And a Saturday game tomorrow as the Potosi Trojans just completed that beautiful field, as is North County and Central this year. Potosi will play a Saturday evening game tomorrow as they'll host in Carnahan at home. 4:37, tough start here for Farmington in the first quarter. Not a huge down so far, only down by less than 2 possessions. Something that can be recovered. Farmington's going to kick off the ball with 4 minutes and 37 seconds to play here in the first. Back to kick is Braden Krause. Our coverage is brought to you again by the Boulevard, Hood's Discount Home Center, Ross Minute Mart, and LaDue Salon. Krause will line up as LaDue's going to put back James Bell and number 10, Mario Whitley. Krause puts a right leg into it. It's end over end. It's going to go to the right side to Whitley. He'll field it at the 19. He gets up to the 30, crosses the 35. Whitley's still on his feet at the 40, and he's going to be tackled down at the LaDue 44-yard line. So a 24-yard return for number 10, Mario Whitley. And on the tackle, number 44 was Siebert. Will put him down to the 44 along with a few other Farmington defenders. 4.5 to play first quarter. Again, your score 12-0. LaDue was going to start at their own 45. Fox going to take that quarterback position. Is going to line up one wide receiver to each side. He's going to put Whitley behind him. Excuse me, that's Davis. He's going to put Davis and give him the ball in the chest. He crosses the 50 to the 45. He's crossed to the Farmington 35, and Davis gets down. He's going to be pushed out of bounds by Farmington's 34. Gavin Duncan's going to push him out of bounds, and he's finally going to track down Davis all the way down. They're going to say he stepped out right around the Farmington 33. A 1st and 10 for LaDue. After a 30-plus yard run for Chino Davis. Davis is just a sophomore, keep in mind. The running back comes in at 180 pounds. 4:21 to play in that first quarter. It's a 12-0 LaDue lead here in the first. Week number 1 of high school football. Fox lines up. He's going to put Davis behind him. 2 wide receivers he's going to put in the chest to Davis. Goes right side. Gets around 1 defender. Now he's going to be locked up by 3. Short gain on the play, but he's going to cross the 30 down to the Farmington 27. Davis again picking up the yards for LaDue. Farrison on the tackle for Farmington. 4:03 and counting here in the first. A rush by Davis. And Farmington trying to stop again. Farmington's going to try to rush this ball as much as they can, but they're leaving some wide open gaps at the same time. This time, Fox is going to line up. It's a 2nd down and 3 to go from the Farmington 26. Going to pitch it back, give it to Davis in the chest. Excuse me, that's number 4. That'll be James Scott. Put Scott in the roll. Scott's going to roll to the left side and be brought down for a loss of 1. And down to the ground for Farmington in on the tackle, number 68. Slow to get up. That was Jacob Cluck. Cluck's going to roll out of the ball game just for a minute. Doesn't look injured. Maybe a little bit harder hit than what he thought it was going to be. It'll be a 3rd down and 4 to go from the Farmington 27-yard line with 3 minutes to play first quarter. LaDue leads 12-0. Our broadcast again made possible by some of our great sponsors, including Farmington Building Supply, the Cozine Memorial Chapel, and Unitech Career Center. A timeout is going to be called. LaDue's going to call it with 2:55 to play in the first. 12-0 your score. LaDue over the Farmingtonites after they call the timeout, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
Located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington, the Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio offers many different services and products. Let them assist you in deciding on a new hairstyle, developing a golden tan, or pamper you when you want to relax. Your experience will be a pleasant one each time you visit. They provide an upscale environment with a laid-back atmosphere so everyone can feel right at home. The Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio, located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington.
OLCT Hood started hoods in 1948, and we're the new generation of hoods, and our customers call us great. Flooring, cabinets, countertops, and more is what you're bound to see. At Hoods, value pricing and customer service is our legacy. So come on into a Hoods location, you really know you should. Design, selection, and the lowest price. It's all good at Hoods. Yep, it's all good at Hoods. It's all good.
Welcome back into the timeout. Fox connects on a long pass as Paul Flynn will get down inside the Farmington 10 to the 9. A complete pass will bring up a 1st and goal. 2:42 enrolling here in the first as LaDue is right now up 12-0. An update from our Park Hills game. Looks like the Park Hills Central Rebels are tied with Sullivan 7-all here in the first quarter. That game in progress on 107.1 The Zone and thezonerocks.com. 1st and goal for LaDue as they set up in the Farmington territory once again. It's going to be a timeout LaDue as head coach Mike Tarpey wants to talk it over. Another timeout by LaDue as they burn another one here in the first as they lead 12-0. 2:21 to play. Here as we continue after this 30-second timeout.
Hi folks, this is Mike from Brailer's Tire in Farmington. Let's face it, in this area it's hard to find somewhere to get an alignment done. Well, that just isn't the case anymore. Brailer's Tire is now your alignment headquarters. We can align anything from a tractor trailer to a compact car. Stop by and see us for an appointment or give us a call at 756-8383. Brailer Tire, just south of Farmington on Highway 67.
Big wheels rolling, moving on.
Welcome back to Farmington's Hale Memorial Stadium and Jack Richardson Field on the campus of Farmington High School. Froggy 96, game number 1, week number 1. Farmington having the opening game jitters here as they try to get this oiled machine in gear. 2:21 to play first quarter. It's a 12-0 lead for the visiting LaDue Rams. After a touchdown, field goal, and safety by LaDue here in the first quarter. Trying to add on a few more as it's going to be a 1st and goal from the Farmington 9-yard line. Play clock down to 13. Fox takes the snap, going to hand it off to Whitley. Whitley up the center into the end zone for another touchdown by LaDue. Mario Whitley is going to make it a 18-0 score as Whitley ran it in from 9 yards. And it comes with 2:16 to play in the first quarter. And pending the extra point right now, an 18-0 ball game. The quarterback, Fox, can extend it by another point with the extra point. The snap is there by Flynn, and the kick is a long one. They're going to have to go in the woods. Matter of fact, it just about hit the scoreboard, another 60 yards behind the end zone. The extra point is good. It's a 19-0 lead. LaDue over Farmington. 2:16 to play first quarter. We're back in 60 seconds.
When you need the right tool, you can come see us. Grand Rental Station for professional advice that you can trust. Grand Rental Station, everything that you'll ever need is right here in our store. You know we've got it all and so much more. We're the folks to see for all your rental needs. Grand Rental Station.
2:16 to play in the first quarter. The LaDue Rams lead 19-0. After a 14-yard touchdown in the first, followed by a 38-yard field goal, a safety after a bad punt by Farmington, and then a 9-yard run by the sophomore Whitley. It's now 19-0 as Fox, the quarterback and kicker, punter, all-around player, puts a high-end over-end kick in the air, fielded by Farmington. Kraus going to get it around the 7-yard line. He's going to get across around to the 15, try to cut, and he's going to be wrapped up by LaDue's number 17. That's Jared Smith. Smith will wrap up Kraus by the legs and pull him down. 2:09 to play in the first, 19-0. Farmington again on their third offensive possession. They've had to punt it away both times they've had the ball. Again, you can watch this game coming up Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. KDKZ Channel 18. Also, we stream that game for free on our website during the playing at kdkz18.com. Be sure to tune in for that. Ball snapped by Busenbark. Right side pass goes short. Leveled by LaDue's again. Jared Smith. A quick side out pass to Trevor Keith is complete, but a gain of nothing. Maybe a half a yard. Keith didn't get much on it. Matter of fact, they're not even going to move the down marker, so no gain on the play. It was a strictly side out pass that didn't get him anywhere. So move to the right hashes here as Farmington goes left to right on your radio dial. 1:40 to play in the first. Taking the snap, Busenbark, the pocket closes, and then he has to fire left side. A complete pass gets up to the 28. In on the play, number 48, there's Trevor Keith as they moved him to the left. Keith completed for that side out pass again and then turned the corner, a little bit more successful on that go around. And it's so close they might have to actually bring in the chain gang to measure this football. It's close to a first down. They are. They're going to put the down marker down. They're going to do an official measurement. Clock will stop with 1:23 to play. First quarter, it's 19-0 after Trevor Keith just took a left side pass from Busenbark, turned the corner, picked up at least 9.5, and they're thinking he got the first down. Chain gang's got to come from all the way here in the near side to the far side. They're going to plant the end and then stretch the chain. Front of the football with the binoculars is short by 6 inches. 1:23 to play here in the first, and Farmington falls short of that first down just by about 6 inches. 19-0 your score. Farmington trying for their first down of the ball game and the year. They've yet to complete the first down as they've had to go 4 outs and punt the ball twice in their 2 offensive possessions previous to this one. Now with 1:23 to play here in the first quarter, our game is brought to you in part by good people like Megasports, Renee Murphy Attorney Law, and Barton Insurance Services. Thanks for bringing us high school football coverage on your radio and online. We appreciate you patronizing them as well. Busenbark will line up 2 guys on each side. He's going to hand off this time to Bain. Bain's not going to get anywhere as he's going to be rolled up in a host of Farmington and LaDue Ram players. They're trying for that first down, and looks like Braden got just enough, maybe a couple of inches. They're saying he's get by a few feet. Farmington completes their first down of the year. Busenbark takes the snap. This time he's going to hand it to the chest to number 24. That's going to be, as soon as I check that out.
Number 4, Braden Bond with the carry.
Braden Bond, number 4. No 2 on the jersey. Get it right in just a second. Busenbark on the snap again. Rolls right side. This time he's going to connect with the flag of the play. In on the pass. And a hard tackle here on the near side. A pickup of 6.
Number 10, Kim Pham with a reception.
Kim Pham in on the reception. He's going to turn the corner and roll up for 7 yards.
There's a flag on the play.
Kim Pham, number 10 on the jersey. A flag in the play. We'll see who it's on. We've yet to see the official call. Clock stop in the first quarter with 42 seconds to play. 19-0 your score. LaDue leads Farmington here in the opening quarter of week number 1 high school football. Farmington is moving towards the officials. I'm sensing that it is a penalty on LaDue because they're starting to back up just a little bit. The officials are still talking over. There's 2 flags out on the playing field. Correction. Now, I'm right. There is 2 flags on the play. The other flag that I thought was out there is a kid's yellow shoes. 42 seconds to play here in the first. 19-0 your score. We'll wait to hear the official call as he's going to motion towards the other side of the field where the announcer's press box is. A legal substitution against LaDue. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, so that'll put it at 2nd and 5 to go. Farmington will play on their own 35-yard line. 42 seconds to play in the first. Busenbark lines up. He'll put 3 wide receivers to his left, 2 receivers to the near side on the right. And we've still stopped. We're still going to talk it over. The play clock is yet to start either. They haven't wound that either. Wait to get some direction here, as I think head coach Mike Tarpey wanted a little understanding of what was going on. Wind the clock. Let's do it. Clock hits 40, and now the play clock as well. Busenbark, 3 wide receivers to the far left. He'll put a man in motion. He's going to fake the handoff to that man in motion and keep it up the center. Busenbark to the 50. He gets to the LaDue 40. He hits his own man. The play was stopped. Busenbark almost stopped halfway. Not sure why Busenbark stopped on the carry. He got all the way down to around the 36-yard line and then heard the whistle and stopped. Busenbark on the carry. Not sure what happened there. A helmet came off, so that's why they stopped the play. Disappointing for Farmington as Busenbark would have picked up a long 25 yards on that carry. Busenbark stopped halfway through. A Farmington player lost the helmet. 25 seconds to play, first quarter. Sullivan Eagles lead Park Hills Central 10-7. That was a tough offensive-defensive battle last year at Park Hills, as Sullivan and Park Hills battled it out all the way to an end of a field goal. A 3-point field goal won that game last year for Park Hills. 25 to play in the first. 19-0 your score, LaDue, as we had to take a timeout because of an official stoppage of play. Brant Busenbark had a clear up the field run right through the center. He got a good open pass, ran the ball all the way up to around the 40. Then the whistle caught his attention and he stopped his run. The whistle was because a player for Farmington had his helmet knocked off. Not sure why that counted as a stoppage of play. Mike Tarpey wanting some understanding again. They're going to spot the ball right around the LaDue Ram 47-yard line. Make that the 46. The official's going to go explain to head coach Eric Krupe for Farmington. Both coaches want a little understanding of what's going on here, as do a lot of listeners and even announcers. Busenbark still had a lot of open room, although he was stopped temporarily. He caught the back of Braden Krause there for a moment, who was trying to provide some open running room for him, and they collided there for just a minute. Pretty good crowd on hand for Farmington, both students and community leaders. Decent crowd on hand for LaDue here on the visiting side. Our broadcast made possible in part by the Unitech Career Center, Clark Power Service, and the Cozine Memorial Chapel. So Farmington's going to get a 1st and 10. They're going to finally get across the 50 into LaDue territory. They're going to spot the ball at the LaDue 46-yard line, and it's going to come with 25 seconds to play in the first. They haven't wound the clock yet. Mike Tarpey still wants a little understanding from the officials of what happened. They stopped the play halfway through a Farmington run that had a clear open passage, and had it not stopped, Busenbark would have probably received at least another 15 yards. But where they spot the ball, it's definitely not in Farmington's favor. Can't wait to see that one on tape, see what exactly happened there. We'll wait to hear an update from Kennett as Fredericktown's on the road in week number 1, a long 3-hour drive down to the Boot Hill, Missouri, as the official now goes to the other side once again to talk to head coach Eric Krupe. Just got done talking to LaDue coach Mike Tarpey. He'll go back to the other side to talk to Eric Krupe. Tell you what, instead of me sitting here rambling on about nothing, let's take a real quick timeout. We'll do that and be back in just 30 seconds. Stay with us.
Located in the factory in Farmington, Bella 2 is here to get you looking and feeling your best. Bella 2 is a full-service hair salon for adults and kids that also offers a full line of Bare Minerals cosmetic products, hair care products, makeovers, mani-pedis, and aesthetic facial treatments. Bella 2 Salon in the factory in downtown Farmington.
Back after they're going to go ahead and wind the clock. Farmington across into LaDue territory. They're going to play on the Ram 46-yard line. Farmington and a false start by LaDue. Here on the near side, a jumping Alex Hain. And that's going to put it in the favor of the Farmington Knights, who trail 19-0. They're looking to score before the end of the first quarter. 18 seconds to play in the first. Offsides on LaDue is going to back the ball down to the LaDue 41-yard line. Fredericktown and Kennett are tied at 6-all. That game in progress on AM 1450 and 103.9 The Mix with Dave Ward on your radio. Back here in Farmington, the Knights get a penalty, advanced up to the LaDue 41. It's a 1st and 5 from the LaDue 41. 8 seconds on the play clock. Busenbark takes a snap. Real quick pass, a fast one into the hands of number 10. It's a first down. Ken Pham in on the reception. Pham's going to get it all the way at the LaDue 28-yard line. A quick one for Farmington, and a stoppage of play as we've played the first quarter. A quick 12-yard gain and a first down for the Farmington Knights. They've got a little room for scoring territory now. 19-0, your LaDue lead over Farmington. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Everybody's favorite convenience store in Farmington is now under new ownership and new management. Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington is the home of the 79-cent fountain soda. Any size, 79 cents. Roam the aisles to find something good to eat or drink, or chill out in the beer cave. Fuel your vehicle and your body with a cash discount on fuel, and then grab a Hunt's Brothers pizza. And if you're in a hurry, just use the drive-thru. That's Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington.
Welcome back to Hale Memorial Stadium, Jack Richardson Field on the campus of Farmington High School. It was all LaDue in the first quarter after a 14-yard touchdown by Chuck Burton. That made it 7-0. A 38-yard field goal by the kicker and quarterback, Jack Fox, made it 10-0. A safety by Farmington's bad punt made it 12-0. And then a 9-yard run by Whitley. As we enter into the second quarter, Farmington, a great pass to Ken Pham to end the first quarter, picked up 13 on the carry. From the Farmington 28, a quick run play goes to Kraus, and he's going to pick up 7. 2nd and 3, Farmington's now going to play on LaDue's 21-yard line. In the second quarter, Farmington's looking to keep this drive alive and get into LaDue territory. Busenbark hands it off, and a few broken tackles. He's on his feet. He crosses all the way up to the 8-yard line. Number 34, Gavin Duncan. Duncan down into scoring territory now. Good news for Farmington fans. Starting to get exciting around here. Inside the 10 with 11:23 to play, first quarter. First down for the Knights. A 1st and goal from the LaDue 8-yard line. Busenbark fakes the snap. He tries to go up the center. He's going to be knocked right back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Farmington's quarterback will be brought back by 3 LaDue defensive players, including Luke Dibbler and Mike Strotter. 11 even to play here in the second. 19-0. Farmington 2nd and goal. Still on the 8-yard line. Busenbark takes the snap. He rolls to the right side. Looks for a pass play. Goes over the right side, and an incomplete pass intended. He was trying on the sideline. Ken Pham just couldn't put the hands on it. Pham's incomplete pass will stop the clock at 10:51. It'll be a 3rd and goal, still on the 8. Farmington's got to get into the red here. Looking to step inside the paint. 19-0, 10:51 to play here in the second. 3 wide receivers right side, 1 to the near side left. Busenbark sets, now gets up, looks to the sideline. He's going to line up with Duncan on his left. Gavin will now move to his right. Takes the snap. Far side pass. And a bad pass. I think it was intended for Kraus. And Keith put his hands on it. I think it was actually intended for Kraus, and I think Trevor Keith turned around and put his hands on it. And so Farmington's not going to get into the paint here on this offensive drive. They're going to bring the special teams out. They're going to try for a field goal from around. They're going to be kicking on the 15. So add the end zone into it. It'll be a 25-yard field goal. Kraus will do the kicking for Farmington. He's going to kick it off their 15-yard line. The snap is there. The hold is there. The kick is up. And it is pushed to the right side. Kraus pushed it. No good. 10:44 to play. First quarter, 19-0. LaDue leads Farmington. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
You love to shop at Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills. There's something here for everybody. You're gonna love it, we know you will. We can give new life to every room, give your home a brand new feel. We love to shop at Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills.
Welcome back after the incomplete field goal by Farmington from 25 yards out. LaDue takes over on the Farmington 20. First play is a short run for the quarterback, Fox. It's going to be a 2nd down and 8 now from the Farmington 21. or 22-yard line. 10:17 to play, second quarter, 19-0. LaDue leads Farmington here in the second. First half of football, Fox fakes, turns around, goes for a long one in the air, nearly intercepted. Intended for number 21, James Bell, in the air to break it up. Number 80, Logan Dotson. Dotson was in the air, tried to pull it down. That's the second time we've seen Dotson tonight break up a pass, but he hasn't been able to pull it in for an interception. Dotson all over this football tonight. It'll be a 3rd now and 8 from the Farmington, or from the LaDue 22-yard line. Fox will line up. He's going to put number 4, Scott, on his left side. Takes a snap. Fox looks to pass, goes right side near to Chuck Burton. Burton turns up the field. He's going to be brought down, but a first down. Burton gets up to the LaDue 33-yard line. Robertson on the tackle for Farmington. 10 minutes even to play here before halftime. 19-0 LaDue, and they've got the offense. First and 10 after a quick run and pass to Chuck Burton. Burton had that first field goal of the ball game at 8 minutes and 20 seconds in the first quarter. A flag called, and I believe an offsides on Farmington. It is on Farmington, and offsides will push it 5 for LaDue. 9:40 to play in the second. Our broadcast coverage made possible by Mega Sports and Renee Murphy, attorney at law, along with the Barton Insurance Services and Wolford Chiropractic and Acupuncture. First and 5 from the LaDue 37. Fox takes a snap. This time he hands back to Scott. Scott's going to turn upfield. Flag on the play as he crosses that first down marker. Gets across to the 47. Jacob Cluck in on the tackle for the Farmington Knights. Cluck will connect, but we'll wait for the official flag. A block in the back on LaDue. Holding will wave that off and push him back. Looks like Park Hill Central will answer back to Sullivan, a 14-10 ball game right now. That game in progress on 107.1 The Zone and thezonerocks.com. $9:24 to play in the second quarter. First and 9 right now after the 5-yard holding call on LaDue. Farmington on defense going to see a lot of hard hitters tonight. They're missing that young Charles Rhodes, though. A slight injury to the head earlier in practice this week. Screen pass going to go left side to Scott. Scott's going to love off to the left, and he's going to be racked up and take a barrel roll. In on the tackle, number 48 was Trevor Keith. A first down for LaDue. It'll be a pickup of 16 on the play. First and 10 for LaDue, playing still on their side of the football field, just short at their 44-yard line. 9 minutes to play before halftime. Again, 14-10 is that Park Hill Central lead over Sullivan in week number 1. Fox takes a snap, gives it to Scott. Scott goes right side, goes up the hashes, tries to spin to keep the drive alive. He takes a hard hit. Cluck in on the tackle. In on the tackle, Scotty Roberts as well. 8.5 to play before halftime. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the LaDue 49. 19-0. LaDue leads Farmington here in the second. Fox, the quarterback, takes a snap. Pitches back to Whitley. Whitley goes left side. Whitley on his feet, takes a block at the knees. A tackle by Farmington, and he crosses the 45 to the 41, and a first down LaDue. Rams pick up yet another first down here in the first half of football. 8:13, clock stopped after the first down. 19-0 your score. Whistle will wind the clock. A good run by Whitley. Mario has put some points up tonight as well. He had that 9-yard run in the first with 2:16 to play. Fox drops back, goes right side to Whitley again, crosses the right hashes, spins around the 40, taken down by 3 Farmington defenders, including Cluck, Roberts, and Savage. Devin Savage in on the tackle as well. 7:42 to play in the half. Right now 19-0 your score. Down in Kent, it looks like the Indians have taken a short lead over Fredericktown. They were tied 6-all. Now the Kent Indians are leading 12-6. That game in progress on AM 1450 and 103.9 The Mix. Here in Farmington, the LaDue Rams lead 19-0 in the second. LaDue is across Farmington territory and on the offense. The quarterback Fox sets it up, takes a snap, a quick screen. Flynn couldn't connect at the 35, and it's going to be an incomplete pass for a 3rd down and 7. Flynn is a good target for quarterback Fox as they try to connect quite often. 7:11 to play before halftime. 19-0 your score. Coverage brought to you by Brother Tire, Patsy's Furniture, The Boulevard, and Hood's Discount Home Center. Next week, LaDue will be at Jennings. An afternoon game for them. I believe a Saturday afternoon game, and it is. Farmington will be at North County in Bonne Terre next week. 3rd and 7 to Fox. Takes a real quick screen, and Burton's going to get it. Burton connects at the 18-yard line, and he's going to run it in on the right side into the end zone. Giving chase was number 19, the cornerback Cameron Haynes, but he couldn't get up to Burton. And a touchdown for the LaDue Rams here in the second quarter. We'll wait for the extra point. 7:05 to play in the second. After an 18-yard run, pass by Burton. Chuck was the first person to score in this ball game with 8:20 to play in the first. A high Fox field goal hits the Farmington weight room. 7:05 to play before halftime. The extra point good. LaDue leads 26-0 here before the half. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington, the Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio offers many different services and products. Let them assist you in deciding on a new hairstyle, developing a golden tan, or pamper you when you want to relax. Your experience will be a pleasant one each time you visit. They provide an upscale environment with a laid-back atmosphere so everyone can feel right at home. The Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio, located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington.
Welcome back. The touchback kick by the quarterback Fox goes in and over the end zone. Farmington will start on their 20-yard line as they now trail here in the second quarter 26-0. 7 minutes, 5 seconds to play before halftime. Week number 2 will put the Farmington Knights on the road at North County. A short road trip, the shortest one of the year besides Park Hills. They add Park Hills to the roster this year. The lineup this year will feature week number 3 at Poplar Bluff, week 4 at Jackson, week 5 at Sykeston. So we get to enjoy a home game and then hit the road for 5 straight weeks. Farmington on the offense. A quarterback fake gives it to Busenbark. Busenbark's going to roll right side. Some hard hits in the back. And Busenbark's going to be wrapped up around the 27. So a gain of 7 by the Knights. Quarterback keeper by Busenbark will roll the clock up as we're moving towards halftime. Farmington deferred to the half, which was probably a good move for them because they're going to need that football. Farmington's going to line up as Boehm will go on his left side of Busenbark. A flag is going to be a false start on Farmington. It's going to set him back by 5 yards. That's the 4th time we've seen that this evening. Number their 5 yards they give up tonight. A lot of yards to give up in a first week of football. Learning curves, but it's something somebody's going to call for sure. 2nd down and 8 to go now. Puts Boehm in motion. Busenbark's going to hand it off to Boehm. He goes to the left side, tries to turn it up the hashes, and it doesn't happen. Boehm will pick up a short pass. Excuse me, it's Braden Bond. I'm saying Justin Boehm. Justin Boehm, our retiring quarterback from last year. Braden Bond on the carry. Take a little getting used to. Busenbark takes the snap. He's got a man rushing. Goes a right side pass upfield. And a pass to number 10. Ken Pham on the right side picks up a first down for the Knights, completes it for a nice 10 yards. First down, Farmington on the far side of the football field. Gets up to the 38-yard line. A real quick look to the sideline to Krupe and the rest of the offensive coordinating staff. 5:50 to play second quarter, and a timeout comes. Farmington trails 26-0 here before halftime. We'll take a quick timeout with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds right after this water break.
Are you new or returning to the biker scene? Not quite sure what you're doing? Stop by Steel Horse Junction in Farmington and let them guide you in this exciting lifestyle. At Steel Horse, they don't care what you ride, just as long as you do it safely. That's Steel Horse Junction in Farmington, the old log cabin at the junction of 32 and Highway 00, where we live to ride and ride to live.
Welcome back after the water timeout. A quick play was incomplete by Farmington, then a personal foul in LaDue after a late hit. Braden Bond and another player from LaDue have been a little bit pushy this evening, but finally it's called on one side of the ball. We'll see if it's called on the other side as well. 21-10, Park Hill Central over Sullivan. That game in progress on 107-1 The Zone. A quick snap by Busenbark. Left side pass. It's quick. Here on the near side across the 50 to the 46. A quick horse tackle, but no call. Trevor Keith on the reception. Keith will pick up just a short 2. Make that 1. He doesn't get much as he had to take it at the 50. The ball is now on the LaDue 46-yard line. Takes a snap. Second down and 9 as Braden Bond, the ball nearly loose. Bond will hold it though. Davison on the tackle for LaDue. A loss of 3 sets Farmington back down to the 49. Third now and around 13 to go. Busenbark looking for a big one tonight. Looks for a pass, rolls out, looking for a pass upfield. He's got to move it quick, and the ball is loose. Picked up by LaDue and then hit out of bounds. Busenbark. The ball was loose after the hit. Mario Whitley for LaDue thought he got a hand on it, but then Busenbark pushed him out of bounds. They're going to go ahead and give it to LaDue. They're going to say that they took the football. Whitley will recover the ball before he was hit out of bounds, evidently, so they're going to go ahead and say it's a turnover, and LaDue's going to take over now at the Farmington 46-yard line. Make that the 43. So Whitley had a hand on it before he turned and got hit by Busenbark, so he clearly had possession of the ball and then was hit out of bounds. It wasn't a pretty possession, but clearly the official had an eye on it enough to say that he did turn it over, and it was a fumble, and it was recovered by LaDue. So the Rams will now play on the Farmington 43-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 for LaDue, who leads 26-0. 4:34 to play here in the first. Rolled the clock. 25 seconds and counting on that play clock. Fox is going to line up one near side receiver, 2 to the left side. He's got Scott behind him. He's going to hand it off. Scott across the 40 to the 35, still on his feet. Scott down to the 30, to the 25, 20, on the run, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. James Scott, the 5'3", 150-pound running back senior, puts it in from 43 yards. That comes with 4:22 to play here in the second. A 43-yard run by Scott, number 4. And again, not the greatest start to a football season, but you got to start somewhere. You got to look at what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. To attempt the extra point, Jack Fox, the quarterback, punter, kickoff, and return man. The ball's high in the air and into the marching band. Ball's going to bounce and hit the weight room once again as he puts the right leg into it. 4:22 to play here before the half. 33-0 your score. And we'll be back in 60 seconds.
You love to shop at Patsy's, Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills. There's something here for everybody. You're gonna love it, we know you will. We can give new life to every room, give your home a brand new feel. You love to shop at Patsy's, Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills.
Tyler Finch, Braden Krause back to receive for Farmington after a 43-yard run by the senior Scott of LaDue. Makes it 33-0. LaDue Rams as it's going to be fielded around the 10. Up the sideline, here comes Finch. Finch all the way up to the 50, to the 45. I think the ball is loose on the tackle. We'll wait to see. As Tyler Finch returns it some 35 yards. A pile down on the 35 on the far side. Does that to break out the binoculars? The ball is in Farmington's favor. Finch not only returns at 35 yards, but he saves it from what was possibly a fumble. So Farmington's going to try an offensive start, and that's good momentum, something good in your favor here. Something to look forward to at least. Again, an update from Park Hill Central. The Central Rebels lead 21-10 over the Sullivan Eagles. Again, that score 21-10 over Sullivan. As Busenbark fakes the handoff, goes to Keith here on the near side. Keith up to the 50, to the 45, 40. Keith's going to be shoved out of bounds hard at the 38. Trevor Keith on the reception, turns and burns for a pickup of 18. First down, Farmington. Great start to this offensive possession. Update from North County, the Roosevelt Rough Riders leading 15-0 on the home opener for the Raiders. A quick side out pass is no good to Keith as he doesn't pick up any on that play. He went to the right side. St. John leads 13-7 over Dexter. It's Kennett up 12-6 over Fredericktown. DeSoto's leading Pacific 14-7 at the half. Now a 2nd and 10. Busenbark from the 40 of LaDue takes the snap, looks left side, long pass, goes, and an incomplete pass to Tyler Finch. Couldn't quite connect. And then a flag will be called. We've already seen LaDue get a personal foul. Finch on the incomplete pass, and we'll wait to see the official call. They're going to look at Jack May, who was hitting Finch, but I thought the contact came pretty close to what the reception would have been. And the personal foul is evidently against Farmington. I guess after May and Finch collided, Finch took the elbow towards him. So it's a personal foul against Farmington. A 15-yard penalty. That's bad news if you're Farmington, because after you start off a great offensive run, you start to lose that momentum. You've got a lot of ground to make up. The first down's all the way down to the LaDue 29. Now you're playing on your own 46. A long one to go for Farmington. Busenbark looks to the side, 18 to go on the play clock. Busenbark will line up with Bond on his right side. Two wide receivers to the right, two to the left. Krause and Keith on the left side. Busenbark takes a snap and then a flag from the far side. It came with 4 seconds on the play clock, so it's not a false start. Offside against LaDue. So they'll make up a little bit of that personal foul committed by Finch. 3:28 to play here before the half. 33-0. We hope to be joined by new athletic director John Bacon of the Farmington School District. So 5-yard penalty on the offsides for LaDue. Moves Farmington across to the LaDue 49. It's now a third down. Excuse me, it should still be a, I think it should still be a, it's a third down. excuse me, down marker is correct. 3rd and a long 20 to go. Busenbark takes a snap. You know he's going to look for a long pass, but he takes it. He looks for it up the middle, and he doesn't get a lot. He gets back up to the 40, which was the original line of scrimmage. Busenbark's going to pick up 10 on the play. So Busenbark moves the ball 10 yards, gets back up to the LaDue 40-yard line, but it's not enough. He's still 10 yards short of that first down up around the 30. A penalty on LaDue. Not sure what that call is. The official tapped the left side of his ear a couple times. Flag on the play. Illegal contact is what our announcer Jeff Bowling is saying. Illegal contact, automatic first down. What a big break for Farmington after they had that deficit, that 15-yard penalty after Tyler Finch threw the elbow towards May of LaDue. Farmington had a 2nd and 25 deficit. Now they're at a 1st and 10 playing on the LaDue 25-yard line, and it comes with 3:09 counting and rolling here before halftime. They got to do something because they need these points before they head into the locker room. They do get the ball as they deferred in the coin toss in the second half. Kraus lines up, Bond to his right. 3 wide receivers to the far left. Busenbark looks for a long pass going down to Kraus. It's in the end zone and a flag in on the play. Kraus had the hands on it. They're giving chase with James Bell, but a flag. Excuse me, that was Dotson. Dotson, the intended receiver, down in the end zone, not Kraus. A penalty against LaDue. Passing interference, as Dotson would have had the catch, according to the official, had he not been interfered with by Bell. .248 to play here before the half, 33-0 your score. The officials will talk to Farmington, see what they want to do with the penalty. So Farmington will now get the ball spotted. They're going to count it off. It'll be halfway to the goal line. They'll split the distance. Can't do the full penalty. They'll split the distance halfway to the goal, so it'll be 1st and 10. Farmington going to get a first down at the 2-yard line. 1st and 10 from the LaDue 12, and Busenbark puts the man in motion. He fakes it. He's going to keep it for himself. He doesn't get any gain on the play, maybe a yard. Now the clock is against them as they're down to about 2.5 to play before halftime. Now Farmington still has some timeouts to burn if they choose. LaDue had burned 3 timeouts in the first quarter. 33-0 is your LaDue lead. Farmington's knocking on the door though. 2nd down and 9 to go. It's a gain of 1 for Busenbark. He takes the snap, flushes out left side, looks for an open receiver. This time he's going to keep it again. Gets across to the 5. Busenbark looking for the end zone, but he's going to be stopped short and wrapped up by LaDue. A quarterback keeper is going to get it up near the 3. 2:09 and rolling here before halftime. Farmington trying to get into the end zone before the half. Coverage brought to you by LaDue Salon, Rossman and Mart, along with the Steel Horse Junction and Clark Power Service of Perryville. Thanks for bringing us coverage of high school football on Froggy 96 on this Friday night. Week 1 across the state of Missouri. We'll bring you updates of scores across the region coming up at halftime. We'll also be joined by new athletic director John Bacon. That's Busenbark puts Bond in motion. Bond's going to be wrapped up and pushed back, and then a hard throw and a flag called as Bond is thrown to the ground hard. Not sure who had that for LaDue. Whitley, evidently the guilty party, as Bond was stopped and the forward progress was already initiated. When Bond was stopped, the forward progress ended. He was being pushed back and then was tossed end over end, so it's going to be a personal foul or face mask. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. Personal foul is what it's going to be against LaDue. They got to do half the distance to the goal line, which is going to be a weird setup because they can get a first down at the 2. So it'll be 3rd and 1 from the 3. Is that right? The officials are still looking at the hash marks here. They tell the players to go ahead and step back. They got to get this situated. Looks like they're going to make an officials timeout. They might delay the game. They're going to actually check for measurement. They think that that 5-yard, that half the distance to the goal line, actually put him across to the first down marker. So it could be a 1st and goal. The officials are going to talk about it. stops the clock with 1:37 to play. LaDue leads 33-0. Farmington is in scoring position here as we near halftime. We'll take a quick timeout with them as well. Back in 30 seconds.
Everybody's favorite convenience store in Farmington is now under new ownership and new management. Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington is the home of the 79-cent fountain soda. Any size, 79 cents. Roam the aisles to find something good to eat or drink, or chill out in the beer cave. Fuel your vehicle and your body with a cash discount on fuel, and then grab a Hunt's Brothers pizza. And if you're in a hurry, just use the drive-thru. That's Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington.
Welcome back. It was a first down as the ball was short. The personal foul would have been half the distance to the goal, but it wasn't quite enough for that first. It was a 4th and inches for that first down. Now Farmington has a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Farmington now has 4 attempts to get it in the end zone from the 1-yard line with 1:15 to play in the half. As Bond will get the handoff from Busenbark, and LaDue's going to try to stop, and they do hold at the goal line. I don't think there's any gain, if much, on the play. .58 seconds here before halftime as we expect Farmington to burn a timeout here to try to get this into the end zone. Play clock down to 19 seconds, 50 seconds on the game clock. 2nd and goal now, still from the 1-yard line. Busenbark takes the snap, hands off to Bain, looks for an open pocket, turns, spins, and I think he's across, he's in. And a flag after the play. A flag after the play as we see some hard contact. LaDue's number 67 and Farmington going at it. We'll wait to see the official call. The clock will be stopped at 40 seconds. Bond was in the end zone, and a late flag after he was into the end zone from away from the play. Contact on both sides of the football. Farmington and LaDue getting pretty rough on the field each side of the game. No in particular party being more aggressive than the other. Just not doing it discreetly, evidently. 40 seconds to play here before the half, and we're going to wait to see. I'm afraid this might be on Farmington. They might wave off this touchdown. .40 seconds to play. Braden Bond from 1 yard and a 2nd and goal was into the end zone. But a late contact hit between Farmington and LaDue. We're not sure who they're going to call it on, though, or what the call is officially going to be. The officials are walking around trying to figure this one out. So 40 seconds to play. Bond was into the end zone. A late hit and a flag, probably a personal foul. And if it is on, we're not sure exactly what they're trying to figure out here. We still would love to see the official actually make a call. They back up Farmington now. A penalty on Farmington's what it's looking like as they back the ball all the way up to the 18-yard line. So they're going to assess the penalty on the extra point.
Call on the field is personal foul against the Knights.
So the personal foul is against Farmington, and they're going to assess the penalty on the extra point. So now Kraus, who has missed a field goal, has to try to hit a field goal. It's going to be kicked from the 25, so a 35-yard extra point attempt from Kraus. The hold's there, kick is up. It's a high one, end over end, and he's got this one. Extra point for Farmington, and the fans like that, what they see. 40 seconds to play in the first. Farmington will put up their first point of the 2014 season from just 1 yard. Braden Bond would put it into the end zone. The extra point from a 35-yard penalty makes it 7-33 with 40 seconds to play in the half. We're back in just 60 seconds.
Bringing customers.
Signs, etc.
Bringing customers.
Electronic message centers, lighted signs and service, vehicle wraps, awnings, and much, much more. Hello, this is Kevin Harrington with Signs Etc. in Farmington, and these are just a few examples of what we provide our customers. Signs Etc. has served this area for 20 years with quality signage at affordable prices with our best price program. I understand the importance of standing out and grabbing attention of potential customers, and we will help you do just that. Call one of our sign professionals at 756-9000, 800-756-9006, or log on to signsetconline.com and see how Signs Etc. is bringing our customers customers.
Bringing customers, customers.
Signs Etc. Signs Etc.
40 seconds to play before halftime. Farmington trails 33-7. Kraus puts the leg into it. It is fielded by James Bell right around the 12-yard line. Bell will return it up to the 22. James Bell, and 34 seconds to play here before the half. Barron in on the tackle for the Farmington Knights as Farmington's defense takes the field. Coverage brought to you by the Unitech Career Center, Clark Power Service, the Steel Horse Junction, and LaDue Salon. Aaron Cox live on Froggy 96 and Froggy96online.com. Friday night, week number 1, high school football. Got a lot of scores to bring you here at the half. We're going to have a special guest. Our new athletic director, John Bacon, is going to be up in the press box as well to talk to us. Got some halftime entertainment here at the field by the Farmington Knights marching band. Got a holding call on LaDue. They're going to back him up 5. So they're going to be fielding on the 22-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 22. 34 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Fox will kneel the ball. Looks like they're going to try to wear this one out and just head into the locker room. Not going to want to risk the turnover here in front of the end zone, in front of Farmington. So they're going to take the kneel. As the clock hits 20 seconds, they're going to have to down it just 2 more times most likely, or just once more, excuse me. And that will end the first half. Farmington will get on the board in the first half as Braden Bond will put it in from the 1-yard line. Kraus would connect on a 35-yard field goal, making it 33-7 as the clock hits 2, 1 and done. Need by Fox to end the half. Farmington heads for the locker room, as well does LaDue. Your halftime score, LaDue leads 33-7 over the Farmington Knights. Halftime here in Farmington. We're going to get some halftime scores for you. We're going to also get some other things going, recap the first half, and much more. Stay with us. High school football live on Froggy 96 on a Friday night.
Bringing customers, customers.
Signs Etc.
Bringing customers.
Electronic message centers, lighted signs and service, vehicle wraps, awnings, and much, much more. Hello, this is Kevin Harrington with Signs Etc. in Farmington, and these are just a few examples of what we provide our customers. Signs Etc. has served this area for 20 years with quality signage at affordable prices with our best price program. I understand the importance of standing out and grabbing attention of potential customers, and we will help you do just that. Call one of our sign professionals at 756-9000, 800-756-9006, or log on to signsetconline.com and see how Signs Etc. is bringing our customers customers.
Bringing customers, customers.
Signs Etc. Signs Etc.
Are you new or returning to the biker scene? Not quite sure what you're doing? Stop by Steel Horse Junction in Farmington and let them guide you in this exciting lifestyle. At Steel Horse, they don't care what you ride, just as long as you do it safely. That's Steel Horse Junction in Farmington, the old log cabin at the junction of 32 and Highway 00, where we live to ride and ride to live.
Located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington, the Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio offers many different services and products. Let them assist you in deciding on a new hairstyle, developing a golden tan, or pamper you when you want to relax. Your experience will be a pleasant one each time you visit. They provide an upscale environment with a laid-back atmosphere so everyone can feel right at home. The Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio, located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington.
Everybody's favorite convenience store in Farmington is now under new ownership and new management. Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington is the home of the 79-cent fountain soda. Any size, 79 cents. Roam the aisles to find something good to eat or drink, or chill out in the beer cave. Fuel your vehicle and your body with a cash discount on fuel, and then grab a Hunt's Brothers pizza. And if you're in a hurry, just use the drive-thru. That's Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington.
You love to shop at Patsy's Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills. There's something here for everybody. You're gonna love it, we know you will. We can give new life to every room, give your home a brand new feel. We love to shop at Patsy's, Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills.
Well, CT Hood started hoods in 1948, and we're the new generation of hoods, and our customers call us great. Flooring, cabinets, countertops, and more is what you're bound to see. At Hood's, value pricing and customer service is our legacy. So come on into a Hood's location, you really know you should. Design, selection, and the lowest price, it's all good at Hood's. Yep, it's all good at Hood's. It's all good.
When you need the right tool, you can come see us. Grand Rental Station, for professional advice that you can trust. Grand Rental Station, everything that you'll ever need is right here in our store. You know we've got it all and so much more. We're the folks to see for all your rental needs. Grand Rental Station.
Hi folks, this is Mike from Brailer's Tire in Farmington. Let's face it, in this area it's hard to find somewhere to get an alignment done. Well, that just isn't the case anymore. Brailer's Tire is now your alignment headquarters. We can align anything from a tractor trailer to a compact car. Stop by and see us for an appointment or give us a call at 756-8383. Brailer Tire, just south of Farmington on Highway 67.
Big wheels rolling, moving on.
Located in the factory in Farmington, Bella 2 is here to get you looking and feeling your best. Bella 2 is a full-service hair salon for adults and kids that also offers a full line of Bare Minerals cosmetic products, hair care products, makeovers, mani-pedis, and aesthetic facial treatments. Bella 2 Salon in the factory in downtown Farmington.
It is week number 1 of high school football back on Froggy 96. Thanks for being a part of the broadcast. It wouldn't be possible, though, without our great sponsors. We appreciate you patronizing them as well. Grand Rental Station, Karsh Boulevard, Farmington, Signs, etc. Brailer Tire on Highway 67. Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills, along with the Boulevard. Hood's Discount Home Center. Ross Minute Mart, your favorite gas station and convenience store in the Farmington area. Bella 2 Salon, along with the Steel Horse Junction at the intersection of Highway 00 and Highway 32. Other sponsors include Clark Power Service of Perryville, the Unictech Career Center, Cozine Memorial Chapel, Farmington Building Supply, the Walmart Supercenter in Farmington, Wolford Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Barton Insurance Services, along with Renee Murphy, attorney at law, and Megasports. Remember, when it's in the field or on the field, Megasports has got you covered. 12 minutes on the clock, 33-7. LaDue's quarterback Jack Fox to kick it off to the Farmington Knights. As we are nearing our 2-hour mark for our broadcast this evening. Started an hour later because of the hot weather. Currently 81 degrees here at the football field. Fox lines up, takes the run, and the right foot end over end, and I believe it's going to be a penalty on LaDue. They crossed over the line before Fox put the leg into it. Well, it's getting tight in Park Hills as the Sullivan Eagles now close it to a 21-20 game in the third quarter. Another offensive-defensive battle that we saw last year. That game in progress on 107.1 The Zone and thezonerocks.com. Be sure to listen live anytime, anywhere. Underway in the second half of football here at Farmington. Penalty, and they'll have to re-kick it. This time they're going to set it back another 5 yards. We'll see if young Fox can put it end over end again through the end zone. Usually a touchback every time. That's what head coach Mike Tarpey talked about in our pregame interview. He said, I don't really have to worry about my opponent fielding the ball because my kicker, quarterback, punter, special teams kicker really does a great job, and he's a well-rounded player. Fox in the right foot this time. Everybody waits. High end over end kick. And Farmington's going to get the touchback. Trying to field it back there was the Farmington Knights, Logan Dotson. Farmington's offense heads back out on the field. It'll be a 1st and 10 Farmington on their 20-yard line after the touchback rules apply. We'll bring you other updated games coming up here in just a few short moments. We have some scores to bring you. Farmington's quarterback, Busenbark, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Bond. He's going to try up the right side himself, and he's going to lose maybe a half a yard, gets back to the line of scrimmage, no game.
Number 2, Grant Busenbark on the carry. Stood up by number 55, Henry Valier.
So it'll be a loss of 2 officially. It'll be a 2nd down and 12 to go now from the Farmington 18. (33-7) still your score. In the third, the Kennett Indians lead Fredericktown 18-13. A long road trip for Fredericktown tonight. And for our announcer Dave Ward and cameraman Spencer Hovis. Long pass, Busenbark in the air, and it's just out of the reach of the intended receiver, which is Tyler Finch here on the near side. Just couldn't quite connect on that one.
There is a flag on the play.
Flag on the play, though. We'll see if it's a holding call. Farmington's going to commit the hold. Bad news for Knight fans. Although it's an incomplete pass, now you assess the 5-yard penalty. That sets you down for a 3rd and 17 all the way back around your 11-yard line. One mistake after another here on penalties for the Knights tonight, and that's going to be their ultimate downfall in this game. We'll see what they can reconvene and do next weekend against North County. Again, Park Hill Central battles it out at Park Hills against Sullivan. That score 21-20. That game currently in progress on 107-1 The Zone. At the half, Roosevelt leads North County in their home opener at their new field, 15-6. Handoff, Busenbark keeps it. No, he's going to cross, and he rolls down across the 14-yard line. Busenbark on the keeper. In on the tackle for LaDue, number 52, that was Jeremy Levinson. Coverage brought to you by Grand Rental Station, along with Signs, Etc. and Brailer Tire, bringing you high school football tonight. On your radio and online worldwide. Going to see who the Park Hill Central Rebels play next week here in just a moment. We'll have that game as well for you. Busenbark in the pocket and shot over the top. The intended receiver just way out of his reach. Ken Pham just couldn't put on the afterburner to try to catch up to that line drive by the quarterback Busenbark. So a 4th and 20 to go for Farmington, playing on their own 11-yard line, and so they're going to have to punt away the ball deep back in their own territory. We saw Farmington get in trouble in the first quarter when they had a blocked punt and a safety by LaDue. James Bell back to receive it around the LaDue 48-yard line. The ball is a high end-over-end kick, and that's something Farmington's going to have to work on. Those high end-over-end punts are not going to do you much justice, as it's going to bounce to the Farmington 37. 1st and 10, LaDue as they'll take over on a 4th down punt. 10:30 to play, 3rd quarter. 33-7 still your score, as it was at halftime. Again, other area scores. Park Hill Central battles it out against Sullivan at home, 21-20. That 3rd quarter score. That game on 107-1 The Zone, an exciting one there. Also, St. Genevieve leads Dexter at the half, 13-7. It's Kennett and Fredericktown battling it out right now, as the Fredericktown Blackcats had to take that really long road trip. Now Kennett leads 18-13. That game in progress in the 3rd quarter on AM 1450 and 103.9 The Mix. Fox is going to take the handoff, give it to James Scott, that running back that comes in at 5'3", 150 pounds. Savage on the tackle of the Farmington Knights. A quick 3-yard gain. Looks like an injured player. And the ball carrier, or a player for LaDue, that will be Jared Smith. He's down on the ground. The quarterback, Fox for LaDue, takes the snap. Passes up to Flynn. Catches Flynn at the 27. He turns the afterburners on. Rolls the left corner, gets across the 10, down to the 8. Paul Flynn on the carry. Scotty Robertson on the tackle for Farmington. It's a 1st down on the Farmington 8-yard line. LaDue looks for the end zone again here in the third quarter. First and goal for the Rams. Puts a man in motion. That'll be number 21. That'll be James Bell. Bell turns the right side, end zone, touchdown. He broke 3 tackles and finally hits the gold.
Number 21, James Bell.
He had a hard hit, though. That final tackle into the end zone was a hard one. He's down on his leg, and he's got his left leg propped up. The tackle by Farmington's number 68. As Farmington's final tackle on the young James Bell by Jacob Cluck got him slow to rise. He's going to be all right, though. He's limping himself back towards the sideline. Touchdown comes in the third. The quarterback, Fox, will kick the extra point. A blocked kick. Logan Dotson comes from the left side in the air, puts his hands on it, never hits the ground, and the extra point is no good.
9 minutes and 43 seconds.
9:43 to play in the third, and the LaDue Rams lead 39-7 here in the home opener of week number 1. It's high school football. We'll be back. 60-second break right after this.
Join us next week as Farmington High School.
Are you new or returning to the biker scene? Not quite sure what you're doing? Stop by Steel Horse Junction in Farmington and let them guide you in this exciting lifestyle. At Steel Horse, they don't care what you ride, just as long as you do it safely. That's Steel Horse Junction in Farmington, the old log cabin at the junction of 32 and Highway 00, where we live to ride and ride to live.
Back for the kickoff. LaDue puts the right leg into it. And another touchback for the LaDue Rams. An 8-yard run by James Bell. And the extra point blocked by Dotson of Farmington makes the score 39-7. 9:43 to play, third quarter action. Week number 1 of high school football. Next week, Farmington and North County come together at North County. And each school has joined together in the fight against heart disease. The Walk to Cure Heart Disease, now in its 3rd or 4th year, making it an exciting event between both schools. Each team competing to raise more money than the other. Farmington on offense, as the handoff goes to Bond, and Bond's going to drive it up the middle. Started from the Farmington 20. He pushes the feet and keeps the pile rolling, but the officials will stop it. Looks like he's going to pick up right around 5 on the play.
Brought down by number 33, James Dunger.
A 5-yard gain for Braden Bond. Brings up a 2nd and 5, playing on the Farmington 25-yard line. Coverage of high school football on a Friday night brought to you by the Farmington Building Supply Center, Cozine Memorial Chapel, and the Unitech Career Center, making your career a reality. Farmington's going to line up 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left side. Takes the snap, hands it off to Bond. Bond's up the center. He's got a little running room this time, and I think he's got a first down as he gets across the 30 to the 31. Braden Bond, and a first down for Farmington. Dibbler on the tackle for the LaDue Rams. 9:02 to play and counting here in the third. Updates to bring you from around the area schools. It's a first down and 10 from the 30. Ball snapped, and Busenbark's going to be wrapped up on the rush. A loss of 2.
Number 4, Braden Bond on the carry.
Braden Bond got the pass from Busenbark as they turned together. A few substitutions on both sides of the ball. So it'll be a second down now, 13 to go. Farmington playing on the 26-yard line. Ball's going to be snapped. Hands off and a ball loose. Miscommunication between running back and quarterback there. Farmington, I believe, going to fall on it. And they will recover the football. A lot to work on for this Farmington ball club tonight. Between penalties And some bad decisions by the players themselves. And this is all things that they will talk about after the game. They will watch the game together as a team. They'll look at what they did right, what they did wrong. They'll address all these things in practice all next week before that game against North County. Booserbark takes a snap, passes up the middle, nearly intercepted. It was intended. Number 10, the pass was intended for Pham, and it just couldn't connect, nearly intercepted. Had dual coverage by LaDue, but they could not get the interception. So 4th and 15 now. Farmington on the 25-yard line. Kraus is going to try to punt this away. With 7:36 to play in the third quarter. Kraus puts the right leg into it. This is a good punt. End over end, fielded at the 35 by James. Excuse me, that's going to be Scott. Scott up to the 50, to the 45. Across, brought down at the 41. In on the tackle, Farmington's Wilfong and Nicholson. Flag is on the play, though. 7:23 to play in the third quarter. Good fielding by Scott. He grabbed that one at the 36-yard line. He ran it back all the way up to the 42. Coverage brought to you by Patsy's Furniture, the Boulevard, along with Hood's Discount Home Center and Ross Minute Mart. I believe it's going to be holding on LaDue. They will assess the penalty. The preliminary call, I believe, is going to be holding. 39-7, your third quarter score. LaDue is leading right now, Farmington. Ball was fielded at the 36. That's where they're taking the football now. And they're going to take the football from there and spot it 10 yards back. So they're going to spot it at the 26. An illegal block in the back on the punt reception. So a 10-yard penalty assessed. So instead of that good return all the way up to the 42 on Farmington, now they're going to have to push it all the way back and field it on their own 26. LaDue leads 39-7 with 7:23 to play, third quarter. Fox will line up two wide receivers to the left side. The officials will spot the ball and get it set. Looks like they're going to trade out footballs and get the new one out there. 1st and 10, LaDue on offense. Receivers on the left. Fox takes the snap, turns around, tries to make the connection. It doesn't happen. He's got to keep the football. A little miscommunication, and Fox is going to roll to the ground. No gain on the play as he was trying to hand the ball off on a turn play to Jalen Johnson, but a little miscommunication between the two, and the ball is going to be a short gain of about a half yard. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. The ball is now at the 22-yard line. So it's a 2nd down, 14 to go, an official loss of 4. Fox takes the snap, turns around. This time he gets it to Johnson. Johnson's going to push the feet. He rolls forward, and he's going to get a few yards this time. Recovers what he lost in the last go-around between the miscommunication of Fox and Johnson. Jalen Johnson's going to pick up 7. 6:45 to play here in the third. 39-7 still the score. LaDue goes back of the football. Few substitutions in and out. Whitley and Finn will check out. Scott comes back in. That's somebody got to watch out for this running game. Fox lines up. Going to roll the shotgun. Dotson and Bond on each side. Got 2 wide receivers on the left, 2 wide on the right. They play on the left hashes, headed upfield. Fox takes the snap, drops back about 4 yards, runs to the right side. Now he's up to the 25 and goes out of bounds at around the 28. As Fox was running out of time a lot quicker than I think he thought. He picks up a few, but gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 4th and 8, as the ball is going to be spotted on the LaDue 28-yard line. Dotson's going to step back around the 40 to receive this. And I'm going to say if Fox is receiving this football or punting this football, then Dotson's going to want to get back a lot farther than what he is. Fox is going to punt the football. It's the first time we've seen LaDue punt the football tonight. And this quarterback kicker is something to look out for. And he's going to put the right leg into it. And it's not as pretty as I thought it was going to be. It's a high end over end kick that's going to go out of bounds at the 40. Takes a bounce assisted by a LaDue cheerleader. Clock will stop at 6 minutes. 39-7 your score. They're going to spot the football at the Farmington 45.5. Coverage brought to you in part by Brailer Tire, Grand Rental Station, Signs, etc., and Patsy's Furniture. Other coverage on your radio, 107.1 The Zone, is in Park Hills, a tight game, 21-20. It's Sullivan and Central battling it out right now in the third. Central leads 21-20 in that third quarter action. Wait to see what happens there, but that game in progress on our sister station, 107.1 The Zone. North County, their home opener, not so great game for them this evening, as right now Roosevelt in the third quarter. The Rough Riders are leading 15-6. Other action, Dexter's leading St. John now, 21-19. Pacific is leading DeSoto in the third, 21-20. A final afternoon over Windsor tonight, 43-0. St. Louis University High School beat out Hillsborough in a final tonight, 56-14. And a final in Perryville. The Pirates are trumped and get over Sumner in their home opener, 13-12. Now a Saturday game tomorrow. Potosi got their new field as well. 3 schools this year with new artificial surfaces, including Park Hills, North County, and Potosi. Central and North County had their home openers tonight. Potosi will get their opportunity tomorrow evening. And these playing surfaces have become a standard in Southeast Missouri football. Farmington, the first school in the area that I can remember putting down the artificial surface, which talking to maintenance crews earlier this week being out on the field, this facility is actually due for a new surface. It's already been 10 years since this was laid down. Hard to believe already. Or just about 10 years. I think it's about 8.5 years right now. 6 minutes to play in the third. Farmington plays on their own 45. Busenbark lines up. Bond on his right. 2 wide receivers to the far right, 2 to the near side, right side. Busenbark takes the snap, looks for a pass play. Nearly intercepted on a triple coverage and a late flag, 2 late flags. The intended receiver, Dylan Hallen on the intended receiver position. And triple coverage by LaDue, and we're at 2 flags in the play. We're going to see the official call. Pass interference by the Rams. Triple coverage on Hallen at the 50-yard line. It's going to be a penalty on the LaDue Rams. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty on the pass interference, so Farmington gets a good break there. They go from their own 45-yard line down to the LaDue 40. 1st and 10 Farmington on the LaDue 40-yard line. The Rams are going to play hard defense here. Busenbark lines up 2 wides again. Bond on his right takes a snap, passes inside the pocket. This time an incomplete pass, triple coverage once again. But again he connects with number 87, the junior 5'10", Dylan Hallen. Hallen almost had a complete pass and he had triple coverage on him. The Rams defense had him locked up and he had the ball for just a second and then it popped loose. An incomplete pass as he did not have control over the football. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the near side left. Busenbark takes the snap from the 40, 2nd and 10, long pass in the air, on the pass, and he's got it. Pham gets down all the way to the 5-yard line. Ken Pham gets all the way down to the 5. A 35-yard pass completion. An official's timeout. An injured player for LaDue is hanging around the 46-yard line, and I'm trying to get a number on him. Might be somebody on defense, but he's got his back to us right now. An official's timeout. Each team will go to each sideline. A 35-yard completion and run by Ken Pham. Ken puts Farmington in some really good position here. He's a 5'6" senior, wearing that number 10 jersey in the black and gold. 5:44 to play here in the third quarter. 39-7 is your LaDue lead here tonight. The player for LaDue is getting up. That is number 73, defensive lineman, a 220 junior, Michael Dothard. Looks like a hard hit, but he's going to make it under his own weight back over here to the sideline, which is always good news. You hate to see any athlete get an injury. 5:44 to play here in the third. 39-7 still the score. So Ken Pham gets a 35-yard pass run all the way up to the 5-yard line. First and goal, Farmington from the 5. They're looking to put 7 more up on the clock here tonight. Busenbark puts 3 wides out to the right side, puts Bond on his right side. Takes a pass and goes for a left side pass, and incomplete. Kraus was open in the end zone and couldn't connect on the pass. He had it in his chest and it comes loose. Incomplete pass. Second and goal, Farmington from the LaDue 5. That would have been a clear open pass if Kraus would have connected on it. They get a few more tries at it though. A second and goal from the 5. No opportunity for a first down here. Busenbark again, same formation, puts Bond on his left this time. Again, left side pass, Kraus in the air. He grabbed the football and he went out of bounds and then spikes the football and then commits a foul. Good coverage by LaDue as it pushed Kraus all the way down into the corner, and Kraus had to make a leaping catch for it. When he did, he came down out of bounds, an incomplete pass, and then unsportsmanlike conduct is going to be called on Kraus as he spiked the football on the sideline well after the play was dead. Bad news for Farmington as they had an opportunity at third and goal, but because of the unsportsmanlike conduct of Kraus, this is not a decision that just affected him, it affected the rest of his team as well. That's going to push Farmington all the way back to the 20. So now a down is missed and a long goal. No opportunity for a first down here. It's a third and a long 20 now. Farmington looks to the sideline, 12 seconds on the play clock. Busenbark takes a low snap, picks it up, long pass in the air, and Ken Pham almost had it, but he's sandwiched from each side. Good coverage by LaDue tonight. Incomplete passes. If Pham would have been able to grab the ball and pull it in, he could have had that touchdown. The hit afterwards would have been a consequence, but just wasn't going to happen. 5:24 to play here in the third. LaDue leads 39-7. Week 1 of high school football. Farmington next week on the road just up Highway 67, taking on the North County Raiders. Busenbark takes a long fourth, and he's going to go for it. Busenbark's going to keep the ball himself. He's going to put a man down, and then he's going to be wrapped up at the 17. In on the tackle for LaDue, number 20, Jack May. May tackles up the Busenbark quarterback. And it'll be a turnover on downs as LaDue again on offense. 39-7 still your score. Farmington was in scoring opportunity after a 35-yard run pass by Ken Pham. Got him down to the 5. Didn't complete. Kraus missed the catch on the first go-around. Second and goal. Kraus got it again, but unsportsmanlike conduct set the Knights back a full 15 yards. And that's what happens. Penalties will eat you up in this game, and that's what we're seeing here tonight. Farmington turning over 120 yards on the evening in penalties alone. Here's Scott up the middle, down to the 30. As LaDue again on offense, James Scott. Dotson in on the tackle, and looks like Dotson's killed over, and no, excuse me, that's number 42. That's Scotty Roberts. Roberts was a little bit slow to get up, but he's going to head to the sideline. Dotson in on the tackle for Farmington. 5:11 to play in the third. 39-7. Rams lead the Knights here at home. We're going to get you some updates on some area games across your radio dial. We've got updates from our other stations coming in. First and goal, or excuse me, first and 10. As Fox hands it off. Whitley up the left side. Whitley to the 40. Whitley up to the 50. He avoids 2, 3, 4 tackles. Whitley all the way up to the Farmington 39-yard line. Mario Whitley turning and burning up the sideline. Puts LaDue into Farmington territory at the 40. A 20-plus yard run by Mario Whitley. And the senior moves his team down into Farmington territory. It's a 1st and 10, and Farmington goes offsides. Jumping the line was Farmington's number 78. Noah Patterson jumping the line, pulling Farmington offsides there momentarily. 4:40 rolling in the third quarter. Other games in progress. Looks like Central is pulling out just a little bit over Sullivan. Right now the Rebels lead 27-20 just up the road in their home opener. 1st and 5. Rolling to the right side. Here's a pass completion as Fox connects. Down the right side goes Jared Smith. Smith pushed out of bounds at the Farmington 25-yard line.
Number 17, Jared Smith with the reception.
Smith's going to receive the ball and run it up for 14. Gain of 14 and a first down for the LaDue Rams on the Farmington 25-yard line. 39-7 your score. Fox brings in his tight end just a little bit closer and his running back. Left side, 2 receivers. Fox looks around, calls for the snap, hands it off, number 28. That's Jalen Johnson. Johnson picks up 10 on the carry, possibly a first down. Looks like he's going to be a little shorty. He's going to pick up 8 officially. Jared Nicholson on the tackle from the Farmington Knights. Defense needs to tighten up here in this third quarter. It's a 2nd and 1, a pickup of 9 for Johnson in the last go around. Johnson's going to line up behind Fox. 2 wide receivers to the left, or excuse me, 1 to the right, 1 to the left. He hands off to Johnson. This time Farmington's defense a little bit more ready for him. Johnson again on the carry. Farrison on the tackle, along with number 5. I don't have a 5 on my roster, so mystery player number 5 is going to also helping on the tackle. An official timeout for measurement, as I think that LaDue might be across the first down line. 3:21 to play here in the third quarter. LaDue leads 39-7. We'll be back in just 60 seconds.
John Silvers and A&W, Midcom Technologies, Pasta Partners Inc., Steak and Shake, Qdoba, CC's, and Thurman Shin and Company. Also, the Black Knight Marching Band and Farmington Band Booster would like to thank the following merchants for their contribution this season. KREI, J98 Radio, Inside Partners, Farmington Sports and
Let's go ahead and bring it back after this.
Miller Construction, Crown Motors, and Belgrade State Bank.
Back after the official timeout for measurement, and it is good enough for a first down. 1st and 10 LaDue from the Farmington 15-yard line. On your radio, 95.9 FM is Froggy 96 and Froggy96online.com. 10:23 p.m. We'll bring you more scores from around the region here in just a moment. Looks like Fox going to hand off up the middle. A gain for LaDue. Whitley on the carry. Brought down by number 35 of Farmington. Ethan Barron on the tackle. As Whitley's going to pick up 8 on the carry. It's a 2nd down and 2. Now on the Farmington 6. Ball is snapped. Fox hands it off to Whitley up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown. From 6 yards out it comes here in the third quarter. As Whitley again into the end zone. Whitley had that 9-yard run back in the first, making it 19-0. So Farmington will try to deflect the extra point. They were successful the last time around. An official timeout Farmington. They're going to talk about this one here for a moment. And we'll take a timeout with them. 30 seconds. We'll be back right after this.
Located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington, the Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio offers many different services and products. Let them assist you in deciding on a new hairstyle, developing a golden tan, or pamper you when you want to relax. Your experience will be a pleasant one each time you visit. They provide an upscale environment with a laid-back atmosphere so everyone can feel right at home. The Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio, located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington.
Welcome back after the timeout by Farmington. Into the end zone for the second time tonight. Number 10 for the LaDue Rams, that is Mario Whitley, the 5'8", 175-pound running back, the senior. And we wait the extra point. Now, last go around, Logan Dotson had his hand on the ball and blocked the extra point. And I think Farmington takes the timeout to try and attempt that again. If they can master that, that's something that could definitely be in their favor this season. And any weapon that Farmington can attach to their arsenal is anything better than what they had going here this evening. But they're going to talk about it and look at the film coming up on Sunday and regroup. The hold is there by Flynn. The kick by Fox is up, over the track, and into the weight room. Extra point is up. No block this time. Your score with 2:42 to play in the third quarter. LaDue 46, Farmington 7. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
When you need the right tool, you can come see us. Grand Rental Station, for professional advice that you can trust. Grand Rental Station, everything that you'll ever need is right here in our store. You know we've got it all and so much more. We're the folks to see for all your rental needs. Grand Rental Station.
Hi folks, this is Mike from Brailer's Tire in Farmington. Let's face it, in this area it's hard to find somewhere to get an alignment done. Well, that just isn't the case anymore. Brailer's Tire is now your alignment headquarters. We can align anything from a tractor trailer to a compact car. Stop by and see us for an appointment or give us a call at 756-8383. Brailer Tire, just south of Farmington on Highway 67.
Big wheels rolling, moving on.
Braden Bond back to receive for the Farmington Ice along with number 21, Tyler Finch. Fox is going to put the right leg into it after a 6-yard run and a touchback again for LaDue. Updates to bring you around the area. Got this for you right here as we're 2 minutes and 42 seconds away from the end of the third quarter. Central and Sullivan now tied in the fourth quarter, 27-all. A tough game being played by Park Hills and Sullivan tonight. That game is in progress on our sister affiliate 107.1 The Zone. Roosevelt is taking North County to the cleaners this evening, 28-6 in their third quarter home opener. Dexter is leading St. Genevieve 21-19 in the fourth. And in Kennett, the Indians lead the Black Cats 25-13. Farmington will try to take it up the middle. Quarterback Busenbark will hand it off. Farmington started on the 20-yard line. In on the carry, number 34, that was Gavin Duncan. Duncan on the carry will pick up 6. 2nd and 4 from the Farmington 26-yard line. Coverage brought to you by Mega Sports, Renee Murphy Attorney at Law, Barton Insurance Service, along with Wolfert Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Farmington's going to try to line up this one with 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the near side, puts a man in motion. Busenbark takes the snap, fakes to the man in motion, hands it off to Duncan. Duncan up the middle. He's got enough for a first down. Wrapped up, pulled down by a host of Ram defenders, but Duncan's going to get across all the way up to the 33. 1st and 10 for Farmington from their own 33-yard line. Remember, Potosi's playing that home opener game tomorrow at home, 7 o'clock. They're going to welcome in Carnahan tomorrow evening at their new facility. One of 3 schools putting in a new artificial surface this year. 2 wide receivers near side, 3 to the right. Duncan in motion, and he's going to get the handoff. He goes up the right hash side, and he's going to pick up a few. Gavin Duncan on the handoff. Duncan's going to pick up around 6. Meyer in on the tackle for the LaDue Rams. 50 seconds to play third quarter. Your third quarter score 46-7. Farmington again on the road next week. They're going to be in North County as the 2 teams will unite to battle the fight against heart disease. raising money and awareness. Duncan takes the left side handoff this time. He tries to go up the center of the field directly. He's going to get around 2 or 3 yards. He might even have enough for a first down. Gavin Duncan, the linebacker, a 5'11", 191-pound sophomore. In on the stop, number 76, Roy Dopke. 3rd and 1. Farmington on their 43. Taking the snap. Looks around. They got enough for a first down and then some. On the carry is the quarterback, Busenbark. He's going to get across the 50 up to the 48. Brant Busenbark's going to keep it. Going to pick up 11 on the carry. First down, Farmington.
At the end of the third quarter.
That's going to end the third. Farmington trails in their home opener 46-7, but they're not going down without a fight. We got 12 more minutes of football to play, and we'll tell you about it coming up after this 60-second timeout.
Are you new or returning to the biker scene? Not quite sure what you're doing? Stop by Steel Horse Junction in Farmington and let them guide you in this exciting lifestyle. At Steel Horse, they don't care what you ride, just as long as you do it safely. That's Steel Horse Junction in Farmington, the old log cabin at the junction of 32 and Highway 00, where we live to ride and ride to live.
Located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington, the Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio offers many different services and products. Let them assist you in deciding on a new hairstyle, developing a golden tan, or pamper you when you want to relax. Your experience will be a pleasant one each time you visit. They provide an upscale environment with a laid-back atmosphere so everyone can feel right at home. The Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio, located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington.
Week 1 high school football. Fourth quarter action. 12 minutes up on the clock. Farmington in the home opener. Week number 1. A trailing 46-7 ball game, but nothing to get down about. This is the first week. 8 more regular season games before playoff time to look forward to. Big conference play this year for Farmington. They'll be taking on Poplar Bluff, Jackson, along with Sykeston and Cape Central in the conference in the southeast. It'll be a 1st and 10. Farmington playing at the LaDue 49-yard line. Aaron Cox live in fourth quarter action. It's now 10:32 p.m. Started this game 2 hours and 32 minutes ago. Farmington trying to draw LaDue off sides and hopefully pick up a few yards on the penalty. They will set and they'll look to the sideline. Farmington will reset again. Changing the play slightly. Duncan lines up on Busenbark's left side. 3 wide receivers out to the left. Busenbark takes the snap, holds it in the pocket. The pocket flushes. He's going to get out of it. He picks up a few, nearly loses the football, but Brant will slide to the ground. Brant and Busenbark on the keeper is going to pick up around 5. Farmington up to the LaDue 43-yard line, 44-yard line to be exact, with 20 seconds on the play clock. Here in the fourth quarter, Busenbark lines up Duncan on his left. 3 wide receivers again to the left, 1 to the right. Same play. Busenbark this time going to pass over the top of his intended receiver, Ken Pham. There on pass coverage for LaDue was Nate DeGraw. DeGraw was all over Ken Pham and wasn't going to let him get a hand on that. Ken was that last big receiver that got Farmington down into scoring territory in the red zone. Ken got a 35-yard pass that got him down inside the 5 in the third, but Farmington couldn't capitalize on that after some setbacks, missed passes, and personal foul. Under 11 to play. 3 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 9 seconds on the play clock. Busenbark looks right, puts Duncan in motion, takes a snap, fakes to Duncan, keeps it up the middle. He's got a little running room, but not a whole lot. He might have enough for a first down. He gets across to around the 38. First down, it was a 3rd and 6, and Brant Busenbark's going to connect for a 6.5. Just enough for a first down. He gets down right around the 34, 37. If I could count right. On the way, Busenbark, Duncan to his right, takes the snap, hands off to Duncan up the middle, left side hashes. Duncan's going to be wrapped up this time as LaDue's going to figure out this little pass play. Dual coverage this time by Carter Clark along with Jeremiah Ragland for LaDue. Their defense is going to wrap up Duncan. As Ragland's going to limp off the sideline. An official's going to stop the play. Ragland's actually going to fall to the ground. He's favoring that right leg. Looks like he's having some right knee or ankle problems. Jeremiah is a 6-foot senior for the LaDue Rams. Hate to see any player with any type of injury. 2nd and 9. Farmington playing on the 37. Busenbark takes the snap. Looks for a pass. He's got a little time. Goes left side. Nearly intercepted. Tipped away. The intended receiver there on the far side, number 48.
Broken up by number 17, Jared Smith.
The intended receiver was Trevor Keith, but it was broken up in the air by Jared Smith. Now, Smith had a hand on it. It tipped away, and I thought for a second Keith was going to be able to pull it back in, but as Keith falls to his back, it will be an incomplete pass for a 3rd and 9. Still, Farmington on the 37. Busenbark takes the snap. Looks around, a rush comes. Busenbark in the air, over the top of his intended receiver, and a flag in on the play. If this is pass interference again, this will be the 3rd time we've seen this tonight. Incomplete pass. It was intended for Ken Pham. We will see as the intended receiver, Ken Pham, had heavy pass coverage. 8:53 to play in the 3rd. 46-7 your ball game. 3rd time that LaDue's been called on that pass interference on the evening. A 15-yard penalty assessed on the Rams. That'll put Farmington all the way down on the Ram 22-yard line. 1st and 10 from the LaDue 22, and jumping on both sides. Not sure it's going to be offsides on the Rams or a false start on Farmington. I think the Knights are going to draw LaDue offsides, and that's what it was. It was jumping on both sides of the ball. 5-yard penalty, offsides on Farmington, set it back to the 27.
Call on the field is false start against the Knights.
Our broadcast made possible by our great sponsors. We appreciate their support and contribution to high school athletics and making it possible for our coverage. Those include Mega Sports and Renee Murphy, attorney at law, Barton Insurance Services. Thank you to Eric, along with the guys at Wolford Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Ken, and it looks like Busenbark's going to connect on the right side. But it's a quick tackle as Trevor Keith is wrapped up. In on the tackle, Evan Hurst is going to wrap up Keith on the right side, and it's going to be a loss, a heavy loss again. So what was a 1st and 10 on the 22 is now a 2nd and a long 19 or 20. 31-yard lines we're going to play at. They got a 1st down around the 11 or 12. Busenbark fakes it. He's going to keep it up the middle, and he's going to be wrapped up, tackled, and some heavy hitting. Busenbark's going to put the hand into the face mask of his defender, Whitley. Whitley on the tackle took a lot of hard hits by the left arm of Brant Busenbark. But incomplete. He wasn't able to get as much as he needed. 3rd down now and around 17 to go. Farmington can get a 1st down all the way up at the 12-yard line. Busenbark takes the snap. He's flushed out quick. A long pass into the end zone. It's broken up. Intended receiver all the way down there. Tyler Finch, the intended receiver, broken up by number 28. Jalen Johnson was all over Finch in the end zone. Finch was open, but then Johnson puts on the burners. He gets good pass coverage. That's the way you defend in football. Knights are going to go for it on a 4th and 16. Going to try to hit that end zone again. They look off to the sideline. 18 seconds on the play clock. 6:47 to play in the ball game. 3 wide receivers left side. Duncan on Busenbark's left. 1 near side receiver. Busenbark takes the snap with 7 seconds on the play clock. In the pocket, open receiver. Over the top. Not going to be able to connect with Ken Pham. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Farmington not going to be able to get it into the end zone here on this game. They have once, and that came just before the end of the 2nd quarter with 40 seconds to play. Turnover on downs, LaDue to take it over on the Farmington 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rams with 6:11 to play. About 4 minutes left in Park Hills, and the Central Rebels have now pulled away 34-27. Central on top of Sullivan here on their home opener. That game in progress on 107.1 The Zone and thezonerocks.com. You can listen live to that broadcast in progress. Other updates from around the region. We hope to get those here in just a second. Remember, you can watch this ball game Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. on KDKZ Channel 18. Again in the fourth, it's Central leading Sullivan 34-27. Roosevelt up over North County on their home opener in the third quarter. The Roosevelt Rough Riders are holding true to their name, leading North County 28-14. Dexter leads St. John in the fourth, 21-19. Kennett leads Fredericktown in the fourth, 25-13. That Kennett-Fredericktown game is on AM 1450, FM 103.9 The Mix. You can listen to that live play-by-play action. 1st and 10. LaDue on offense at their own 28-yard line. A new quarterback in. That's going to be Evan Mack. Mack, the new quarterback, hands it off. Ball up the right side. Scott's going to get the carry. James Scott's going to pick up around 6. 2nd and 4. Robertson on the tackle for the Farmington defense. Scott's going to get it up right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and 4 from the LaDue 34. 5.5 to play here before the end of the ball game. 46-7, still the LaDue lead over the Farmington Knights. The new quarterback, number 9, Mack, takes a snap, looks around, going to her left side pass. He hesitates and then gets wrapped up in the back. Almost got back to the line of scrimmage. He was tackled from behind. In on the tackle, number 58. Jace Fishback in on the tackle. The sophomore Chase Fishback at 233 pounds. That had to be a hard hit for a small 165-pound quarterback, sophomore Evan Mack for LaDue. So LaDue with a healthy lead is going to trade out some players and get them some varsity playing time here this evening, which is always healthy for any program. Mack, the quarterback, lines up with 2 wide receivers right side. Scott's going to come back to his left. And a delay of game will be called as the play clock hits double zeros. Now 2 hours and 43 minutes into this ball game. Still 4.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. LaDue leads 46-7. Delay of game will set the Rams back 5 yards. They're going to move back to the 33-yard line. Make that the 28. 28-yard line, it'll be a 3rd down and 10 to go. Mack lines up, takes a snap, and a little bit of miscommunication, and it's going to be wrapped up by Farmington. Evan Mack was trying to hand it off to Jalen Johnson. Johnson wasn't ready for a little miscommunication from his tailback, running back, and quarterback positions tonight. Looks like LaDue's looking for a long 4th. Logan Dotson's going to check back into the game, but he's going to field back around the Farmington 35-yard line, expecting the punt from LaDue. Out onto the ball field is the kicker, number 7, the original quarterback. He's going to put the right leg into it. High end over end kick is going to drop around the 47, take a bounce across the 50, across to the Farmington 44, and that's where it's going to be fielded by LaDue. Farmington to take over here in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes even to play. 46-7 your score. Next week, Farmington heads up US 67 to take on the North County Raiders. We'll have that game for you right here on Froggy 96. Pre-game 6:30 with our coaches' interviews and much more. Join us after the game. We, of course, want to be joined by head coach Mike Tarpey of the LaDue Rams and head coach Eric Krupe of the Farmington Knights. Each coach will join us on our post-game show immediately following the end of the game. Thanks to our sponsors, including Ross Minute Mart of Farmington, LaDue Salon, and the Steel Horse Junction. They got a big opening house coming up in October. Big activities coming up on Saturday, October the 4th. A quick snap by Farmington. New quarterback into his position, taking over for Brant Busenbark will be Cody Friedmeyer. Friedmeyer or Friedmeyer? Update from Kennett. The Indians lead Fredericktown 32-19. That also in the fourth quarter. Currently in progress on AM 1450 and 103.9 The Mix. Here in Farmington, it's a 2nd and 10. Farmington playing from their own 44-yard line. As new quarterback into the position, a handoff to number 35. Left side rolls up. Going to gain around 4.
Number 35,
Ethan Barron on the carry. He's going to pick up 3 officially. 3rd down and 7. Farmington crosses to their own 47-yard line. A minute and a half takes us a running clock. LaDue up 46-7. The new quarterback, number 18 for Farmington, getting some varsity playing time here tonight, is the 5'9", 170-pound sophomore, Cody Friedmeyer. Friedmeyer will draw an offsides. It could be a false start on Farmington, could be an offsides on LaDue. I saw movement on both sides of the line. It'll be the official's call for sure. Preliminary signal, I'm going to say that it was offsides by LaDue, and they're going to count off 5 yards. So penalty on the Rams is going to give Farmington closer to a 1st down. So the sophomore quarterback in for Busenbark, Friedmeyer taking over with just a minute played in this ball game. 3rd down, 2 to go. Friedmeyer's going to keep it up the middle, left side up to the 40. He's getting across to the 30, now up to the 25. Friedmeyer all the way up to the 23-yard line.
Number 18, Cody Friedmeyer on the carry.
Cody Friedmeyer with a quarterback keeper gets a 1st down and then some. A gain of 29 on the play. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Farmington at the LaDue 23-yard line. Friedmeyer lines up 2 wide receivers each side. Takes Barron. And looks like he's going to get it. Handoff up the center. Number 35 to Barron. 15 seconds to play, and Farmington wanting to jump back on the ball pretty quick. I'm not sure they're going to get another playoff. 9 seconds to play in this ball game, and I think that'll all but do it. They might get off one more play. 4 seconds. Farmington's got to set quickly, and they do. Friedmeyer takes the snap. He's going to take it again. He's looking for an open pass, and the clock has hit 0, but Friedmeyer's still on his feet. He crosses to the 18. He's going to get drugged down at the 16-yard line. That will do it. This one's in the books. Your final, LaDue 46, Farmington 7. LaDue advances to 1 win, 0 losses on the year. Farmington has their 1st loss of the year. LaDue will be at Jennings next week, a Saturday game at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Hey, stay with us just because the game's over. Let's talk to these head coaches. We'll do that after the game. Stay with us. We'll get their thoughts of the game. See what head coach Eric Krupe has to say about this ball club that we've seen for the first time now this evening in week number 1 and where they advance from here. They've got a tough schedule ahead of them, and they knew this was going to be a tough one tonight, maybe more than what they anticipated. We'll talk to head coach Eric Krupe and head coach Mike Tarpey, coming up on our post-game show. Stay with us. High school football, week number 1 of the books on Froggy 96 and Froggy96online.com. We'll be right back.
This has been Farmington Knights football on KDKZ Channel 18. Be sure to watch it anytime at kdkz18.com.